I'm gonna get JT banned.
Games Workshop is not going to take me down because of a picture that has shown up on a stream.
They've done it for less.
You'd be surprised.
But then again, that's if they figured this out.
Yeah, first Games Workshop needs to see me.
Simply be unpopular. You just can get away with anything.
Popular stream.
The one Hunter the Reckoning stream going on right now.
And the one employee's like, that looks familiar.
Yeah. We're technically not even playing Hunter the Reckoning. We're playing Hunters Hunted.
I don't care.
Skill issue.
I simply don't. Let me share this music with you guys.
Please do. Would be very nice.
Ah, yes. Small Gopnik.
Oh my god, it is small.
Dude. Is that what I sound like on?
Well, I'm glad the
I hate my voice, so I'm not going to look at it.
I'm actually worried about the Hero Force thing. Like, let's see if this is shot instead of just a static image.
I respect it. I don't sound good, ever.
Share screen. There. And then now you guys should be able to hear.
So you watch your screen.
We're jamming.
I've been actively using the onset game as my VTM roller.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Right, dice. I need to do that.
Yeah, oops, yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? Ah.
A big bag of dice that I bought. Yes. I bought the bag. I didn't buy any of these dice. Okay, technically I bought one set, but it came free with a book, so... No, I didn't.
Dude, thank God for Opera's picture-in-picture, because I can have the stream up and be on Roll20 all at the same time and still see it.
Yeah.
Not supposed to work Opera GX, but come on.
I have the stream muted, but I can see all of our little JPEGs bobbing around.
Opera GX, I know you want to do it. Give this man a sponsorship.
Okay, who is dying in the background, actually?
Good question.
I don't know.
As far as I know, it's not me.
I just heard a bunch of rattling of a chair.
Oh, that was me.
Flapping about. Oh, that was you?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my sensitivity lately. I don't know why it's so up.
Yeah.
Turn this up. I should stop a lot of the noises. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah. The Philadelphia sports team mascot is the Phillies.
It's the Fanatic.
Yeah.
It's because they found the most animalistic thing near Philadelphia is just Philadelphia itself.
There's
Pretty
also
much.
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
You forgot about Gritty.
Hit the gritty.
Get your gritty out your pockets.
Dr. Loomis, I'm gonna hit the Gritty.
Michael,
No, it's impossible. You can't.
No! No!
I'm gonna hit the gritty on this
That fucking video is so terrible. I love it.
I would love to be able to roll a high enough performance on any game and just hit the gritty, just watch him just
So such a terrible video.
JT, I'd like to roll to hit the gritty.
Technically,
Performance.
Okay, hold on.
No.
technically, as long as you say one thing, It can even be a grunt during vicious mockery. You can technically do 1d4 damage by hitting the gritty.
I'm gonna kill someone.
Okay. Just performance, or is there anything else?
Dexterity.
Dexterity? Okay, cool. Because I have 0
found
points in the performance.
That's so foul.
What?
Michael Myers hit the gritty.
I
found the video.
Oh.
About to end it all.
Okay. Alright.
I've seen it before. Also, I got 1 success to hit the gritty.
I feel the need of, I feel the need of fucking.
You simply hit the gritty.
Yeah, you have hit the gritty. Good job.
Me? Okay, I'm done. Goodbye, everybody.
No. No.
Ow! No!
No! He's
My
hit
dead ass
so
actually get back
low.
in there.
Yeah, Michael throwing it back.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright. So,
Oh.
let me set the stage for you all. As I had said in my little setting the scene kind of a thing, currently you are in a small town in suburban/rural Pennsylvania. It's kind of on the border between Pennsylvania and like civilization. It is currently under siege by a serial killer. And the serial killer is known for exsanguinating their victims. And I'm sure all of you know, but just in case anyone on stream doesn't, exsanguination is the act of draining someone dry of their blood. This would-be serial killer has killed 2 victims, not quite bridging into the full serial killer nature, but it has been seen across state lines, which should get the FBI involved. However, it seems like they have some bigger fish to fry right now, and aren't so interested in 2 out of 3 kills over a period of time. However, this killer's most recent act of murder, they have taken to taunting officers of the law. And the police are currently freaking out a little bit, because they have very few clues to work with. They're kind of scrambling right now, just trying to figure out any lead that they can get right now. But unfortunately for them, this killer is smart and efficient. They do not leave behind much of a trace. Even their writing has no official signed documents that can be traced to them. What your characters know before we start is the note that the most recent killer has published. By that I mean it got into the papers and online news sources. Catch me if you can. Come and stop my hand. Play my little game, then you'll find my name. Until then, I'll keep killing. Say, don't you find this thrilling? I'll write again, it's a promise. You'll find them all in a place of darkness. Be seeing you. Yours cruelly, your killer. We start the night with all of your characters gathering in for some sort of an arrangement with the police. What it is up to you, though all of you will be meeting within the sheriff's office. We'll start by introducing each of the characters. Hayden, if you would like to introduce yours.
I'll be right back.
walking into the, I guess, police department is an older gentleman, not too old, early 30s, with a black guitar case, sporting a beanie, leather kind of flight jacket type deal, little pants, something like that. It looks like has a lot on his mind. Not even this particular case, just in general. And he walks in with this kind of aura of caution and this slight paranoia to everyone in this room.
All right. Jaden.
Just description?
Yeah. Description, like
Okay.
what they look like, how they're acting, that kind of a thing.
This is a man that seems fresh out of Eastern Europe. He has a well-worn tracksuit, very unkempt hair, facial hair, regular hair, and just this glazed over look with thick bags under his eyes.
Here. Sness said she was going to be right back, so...
Sorry, I'm back. Yep.
Oh, never mind. All right, then you're up.
Good timing.
Oh fuck! What? What the hell?
Character introduction.
Okay. Well. I guess my character is just like this tall, impatient-looking guy with an eye patch. I mean, like, the car that he drove here looks nice. And he is wearing like a decent suit. But he is definitely just scowling at anyone who just meets his gaze, I guess.
Alright. An HN.
My character is dressed in a long hooded trench coat, and he has on a gas mask, which you can make out of his features. You can very much tell he's not completely there upstairs, but very much enough to get the job done. And as he just kind of sits down, you just kind of hear him just breathing heavy.
Alright. Currently the sheriff is not in, but you are all kind of sitting in their office, and you have a little bit of time to talk amongst yourselves.
Что ж не ждать такого?
What?
It's been how long? How long have we been sitting here?
It's been roughly 5 minutes.
5 minutes or so, thank you. I figured, what's the word? Breakfast killer? Нет.
Serial killer.
Serial killer, thank you. I figured that would be a little bit more important.
Yes. So, you guys know that there's. You guys just here for like a bounty hunt? You guys here for?
I'm sorry.
You're
were you so
pretty quiet.
What?
Yeah.
Now I'm quiet. I fucking hate my microphone.
It's either we hear nothing or we hear everything. You don't get a choice.
You guys here for bounty hunt or?
The thrill.
It's a job, nothing more, nothing less.
I look over at Borat. I don't know your name, so I defaulted to Borat.
Trust me, it's no less Slavic.
Alright, Borat it is.
Vadim. Vadim Piotr Budovich.
Yeah, just call me Roger. A little warm in here. He goes to take off his jacket, and you see on his right wrist that it is scarred to high hell. But not from knife wounds. Something a little more that went bang.
Okay. While you guys have a bit of a lull in the conversation, you begin to hear in the distance. Now, listen, okay. I understand that we are under siege right now. I get that. But please, for the love of God, we have police officers for this job, okay? And looking over, you see that a woman is getting chewed out by the sheriff. The sheriff is a scruffy-looking individual, about 6'2". He's got a 5 o'clock shadow. His eyes are like dead tired, and he does not look to be happy to be talking to this person. And his hair's kind of like falling into his eyes a little bit, and he pushes it out. And the woman is basically somebody just with a knife. She looks like she belongs to like a farm or something, because she has overalls on. You see mud on her boots. Kind of looks like a quintessential horse girl, all things considered.
My God.
And she has a knife that she's playing with, and you can't hear her all too well. But he flags down another officer and just says, and he takes the woman away before walking into his office. Sorry to keep you all.
No problem.
Well, I hate to be doing this, but the FBI just seems to not really give much of a shit right now, and a lot of folks are worried about these killings. I mean, Rebecca over there was, but anyway, you all, we just need your help. Okay, we need people out on the streets that are capable, that if they see a body won't just go charging after some dude with a knife that was just trick-or-treating, you know? We need people that are responsible, and we have a shortage of officers right now. You can imagine why. And all of this on top of whatever Halloween pranks the kids trying to pull, it's got us stretched thin. All right, and we just need people to be out there to patrol, to keep their eyes open. We don't need you to go getting yourselves into any sort of danger. We just need you to please, by God, call an officer if you see something. If you get into trouble, and it's unavoidable, We understand. And he looks towards Hayden's character and just kind of gives him a nod.
I'll give him a nod back.
So, that's it. I really don't have anything much else to say. I can give you a map of the town. I can't show you around. Normally I'd be able to. But, I'll give you the map. You can probably just look it up on your phones or whatever. And if you see something, say something. That's all I got. You're our behavioral analysis unit or whatever. Fill in FBI. Good luck.
Before you mind giving us just case files you got.
Yeah, I can do that. And he produces a couple of handwritten files going over the 2 murders so far, with a third one kind of dangling away that seems to be from another county, because it doesn't have the same heading as the other ones. And that county seems to be over in New Jersey. But these 3 killings, the first one seemed to be a lot messier, but due to the fact that it was an exsanguination, they had to assume it was the same guy. Then this one was the first one that happened within this county, was a kind of more familiar looking kill. Something that seems like the person who did it knew what they were doing. Body was fully exsanguinated and placed on the steps of the church, which is a location a little bit of a distance away from the sheriff's office. The next body was found within the residential district, and it was kind of displayed in a similar way, but with that note written on the walls. In blood, as one can imagine.
Sorry, what was the last location?
In the residential district. I'm currently making a map for you guys in paint.
Right. Not a whole lot to go off of. You guys look it over. I gotta take a piss. He'll kind of look at that officer and like, I need to talk to you in private.
Yeah, I'll head out with you. I'll walk with you. Show you where to go.
Would I know this officer?
No. This guy seems to know you through reputation rather than anything else. Though you kind of get the feeling that the way that he's acting, he doesn't seem to be afraid of this killer in any way, or not necessarily afraid, but intimidated. He seems to just rather be exasperated.
As we're walking, alright. Anything deeper you can tell me about all this? At surface level?
Other than the fact that it's a plasma vacuum? Unfortunately, not so much on so simple terms.
Any other sightings or anything like that? Or just the first set you've had?
What'd you say? You were a bit quiet.
Any other sightings, or is this the first sighting you've had?
This is the first one. This town used to be nice. It used to be pleasant. And then shit hit the fan last couple of years.
And this is like a rural town, or is this kind of like a small town kind of?
This is on the bridge between rural and suburban. So there's like 2 neighborhoods in the town. There's a small shopping district, a couple of restaurants. Then they have the church, but that's about it. It's kind of one of those places that you drive through on a daily basis and don't think about.
All right. Might be more of a wild one. I don't see much more fitting the bill. I haven't seen those type of. I mean, I haven't dealt with too many of those folks. Probably the only ones I can really tell apart.
Yeah, I suppose so. But
You got anything deeper? Give me a ring.
it's really the taunting that I'm curious about. Most of them don't go announcing their presence, you know?
No. Which is the strangest part. We'll do what we can. Well, I don't know. We'll show up with the other 3.
Yeah. Hey, before you leave, I don't know which, what all they can do, but you might want paper. And he hands you a map of the town. I'll put it towards us for you guys. There you go.
And, where, on given the circumstances, we're kinda allowed weapons free.
Well, I'd say so. Just,
We'll try to keep to the minimum.
yeah, don't want people freaking out, but
Yeah, we'll try not to have a firefight.
if civvies aren't around, then free reign.
Right. We'll get on, and he'll come back from his piss break.
As for the rest of you, he comes back. He's got a map in hand. The sheriff seems to have walked off somewhere.
Alright, here's what we're dealing with, and we marked all the death locations, so let's see what we can pull together and figure out where to start.
All right.
So where are you guys going first?
It's a good question.
Church? Residential district.
I'm gonna head out for a smoke break to call a contact.
Sure.
So far, he's only hit, I guess, places of congregations.
Light a quick cigarette up. I call up a friend I met during gaming who knows a little bit more about the criminal world than he should. Not necessarily a part of it, but has information in it. Knows people, knows places, locations, stuff like that. Not a very good one, more of a enthusiast in the matter.
I didn't met during gaming, as in like online gaming, as like a gamer, like.
Yeah,
All right, fair enough.
Wow.
he has to do something to keep sane.
Okay. Yeah. Ring this guy up. What are you asking?
Where do I go? Drug, you said something about the serial killer.
Uh, what's the nationality of this character, by the way? I should have asked that before. Did you meet him on Russian servers, or did you meet him in American servers?
I met him in American servers. He is one of the few friends I have left because of the reason I left Russia.
I see.
I'm running away from the mob.
He's a gamer.
Hey, how's it going? Serial killer, huh? Well, word is that they are technically classified as a serial killer because there have been 3 bodies now, with the most recent one found this morning. But that first body was found after the body here, so a lot of people are kind of confused about what's going on, why that body took so long to be found if it was by the same guy. Autopsy apparently didn't reveal anything from the body in New Jersey, so things are a bit strange over in those parts, huh? But exsanguination is kind of a weird thing. Most people would kind of go for a quicker kill, so it's got to be something related to their psyche, I'd guess. Maybe they had some sort of an issue that caused them to bleed in their childhood, and they're using that repressed memory as a way to guide their delusions.
Not finding things in information. Does that sound like Gрязная игра? English word. Foul play.
Oh yeah, no, this is 100% foul play. There's no way people get exsanguinated just on their daily walks. Drain of blood's kind of a particular MO.
I mean the lack of information.
Oh, the covering of that shit up. I'd say it's probably due to more careful planning. No matter what you do, you leave some sort of DNA behind. The only way that couldn't be the case would be if they were dressed like a CSI guy, in the full, like, hazmat suit kind of a thing. But even still, certain traces remain, footprints and all that. I'd say they'd have to be very careful in order to not leave anything behind. And with all 3 of these like that, besides the technical first body or whatever, that's a pretty rapid escalation. There's kind of no way that a first-time killer gets something so horribly wrong and then the next time they get it near perfect, right?
So maybe killer, not the same one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially because the first/second body, they call it the first because it was in Jersey, but I mean, killer could have always taken a car, right? But that body in Jersey had so much blood still left at the scene, though the body was drained of it. There was still a lot left over, right? Perfecting their MO in a single kill just doesn't seem plausible, I guess. So if I had to take a stab at it, I'd say possibly 2 killers. More than likely know each other. If not, then it's a copycat.
Which one is big cat? Probably Jersey.
Yeah, more than likely Jersey. I don't know, maybe they're like a coven of witches or something. Or like, I don't know, vampire cosplayers. Taking things a little too far. Though that seems a little too on the nose, all things considered. I mean, if I was a vampire enthusiast, I wouldn't go around killing people by draining them of blood. It seems a little too, But, I don't know, maybe they drink it. Maybe that's why they need all the blood like out of the body. They might keep it in like jars and shit. Could be a ritual.
But the Niet on the witches, they operate differently. Anyway, you have tournament soon?
Something like that. Yeah.
Good luck, do svidania.
See ya.
And I click off.
As you're like clicking off, you hear him say, "Get fucked, asshole!" Like,
Damn.
And I stamp out my cigarette. And if everyone's walking out, I'll just wait for them. If not, I'll
I think they
climb back inside.
be walking out
Yeah.
around this time.
Yeah.
Hey man. I got 2 guesses. I'm not sure about everyone else. I'm thinking maybe the graveyard or the park. Just like stuff with the writing. I mean, place of darkness.
There are
Graveyard's
lots
dark
of places
mentally.
Technically dark.
Well, dark place mentally, and the park's gonna be a lot more dark physically than anywhere else in the town. So that's my guesses. I'm not sure about everyone else.
I guess we could start with the park or something.
All right.
We may have 2 killers.
Well,
Just,
let's deal with the one here. One
Right.
dirty decides to pop his head here, then we'll just get called back.
Duh. But is it the sloppy one or the refined one?
Well, the sloppy one would be hopefully a little easier. If it's the refined one, it'd be on our toes. Well, we'd be on our toes either way.
So it sounds like you guys are gonna head towards the park first.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, he's just gonna be racking his mind on the occult and see if he can pinpoint anything, even though he probably can't.
Are you guys going to drive or are you walking?
I'm driving.
I'm gonna drive my Wrangler.
All right.
I
If
guess
more
I'll
than
walk there.
if you guys are more than one are driving, then I'll say then you guys can just kind of show up. If you were walking, then people like look at you a little funny because it's a small town. People know each other here. None of them are like suspicious of you. They just kind of like keep their distance. And you see a couple of kids on like skateboards just riding by. One of them clearly in their backpack has a carton of eggs. But eventually you guys show up to the park. The park is mostly just kind of a greenery area, as if they needed that. But it's clear of most trees. There's a couple of shady areas, a couple park benches, gazebos. There's even like a little playground in the center of it. This late at night, it's probably, I'd say, about 9-10 o'clock at night. You guys are starting to get a little kind of tired. It's been a bit getting over here, sorting everything out with the sheriff and the police officers. So you might want to take a rest for the night, sometime soonish. But knowing your prey, it's less likely that they're going to spend the night not doing something.
I got a 5-hour energy if everybody wants some. Got a pack.
I'll be fine.
Pull out a can of white boomer juice. I'm good.
Alright. More for me. Yay. He looks kind of disappointed he has to drink this again. I had 2 last night. I'm not looking forward to another. Well, not exactly the part I was looking for, but fuck, I don't know. people are weird.
As you make your way over to the park, you see a group of what looks to be like high school age kids. And also, I did not mention before, but there is no school within this town. The school they would have to travel to get to. But there seems to be like 2 high school kids. Both of them are just kind of walking around at the park late at night. Both of them are dressed to the nines in black gothic look. One of them has a couple of piercings on the face, though the other one is both like clear-faced, besides their makeup, and kind of lacking behind a little bit, as if the one with piercings is kind of directing almost. And they see you, and they just kind of like talk between each other. But other than that, the park is mostly devoid, other than a few dog walkers.
I guess the best I can do is look for any clues or anything like that, or stuff that might indicate kindred activity.
Sure.
I doubt I'm pretty sure he'll come up with nil.
What you can do then is go ahead and roll me an intelligence or wits investigation. Probably wits investigation would work the best here.
That's actually 4 successes, considering, yeah, assuming that it's at 6 difficulty.
Yep, 6 difficulty. So yeah, you look around a little bit, and in this time you notice that there's something a little strange. At one of the gazebos, there's a bottle of water that is half finished and abandoned. There's no bathroom around this gazebo.
Okay. I look at it without picking it up. Is it water?
Oh, it is definitely water. Though whoever was drinking it seemed to have either had it out for a decent amount of time or something akin to that, as it is warm. It's no longer a cooled bit of water, cooled bottle. But it seems strange to just kind of leave your like squirt bottle around, you know, your running water bottle.
Oh, it's a sports
Yeah,
bottle.
it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sports bottle. It's not a not like a plastic water bottle.
I was like plastic, like that's just normal.
Yeah,
but-
somebody
that's good.
somebody could easily just leave that. But it's a sports bottle, so it's a bit weird to have that just kind of laying around. Somebody may have left in a hurry, something like that. And as you begin to think of that, you kind of look around and you notice that there are 2 sets of footprints leaving the park, though only 1 bottle.
I mean, it was the 2 goth guys, goth girlland guy, goth girls, whatever.
Goth people.
Goths, yeah.
Golf they them.
Goths of indeterminate gender.
Hi, you rang.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Jen.
Hi.
I called the other
hey, Jed,
3
did you
over.
murder someone?
I don't know.
We'll see.
If I haven't, not yet.
So at least we got a half full sports bottle, pair of tracks, which should have only been 1 single track. I'm not too sure it's anything, but we can check it out. Or if you guys want to head straight to the graveyard. I'm not too adamant on this one, but if you guys want to continue on, I'm more than okay with it.
JT, you would consider this a peaceful environment, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Given the fact that I have 3 pips of true faith, the second one, the faithful may sense the presence of a vampire. She need not consciously try to detect the vampire's presence, but she must be in peaceful, quiet surroundings, perhaps alone in thought, praying, reading religious book, meditating, etc. I can't sense them if I am preoccupied. And it doesn't light the vampire up like a beacon. I just know there's one near me.
How
Or
near?
rather, something sinister.
How near?
Storytellers reveals the presence of the vampire only when the faithful's attention would indicate such. It seems just within the immediate area, so maybe like the park itself.
There's nothing to indicate that there is something sinister within the park, although the feeling that you get when you're touching the water bottle kind of makes you feel like something bad is going to happen to the owner.
Oh. Well, anybody got a game plan while he chants at a book?
Oh, I'm just kind of like alone in my thoughts, not reading.
It's not say, Jen.
Sorry, I'm fucking tired. Sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Basically said there's water bottle,
Yeah.
2 sets of prints when there should have only been 1. He's not too confident on this being anything, but if you guys have any other ideas, he's all for it.
Okay.
I say we follow the tracks.
We could.
Something bad happened to the owner of that water bottle. Previous owner, I suppose. Now it's the gazebos at this point.
Just bad.
Sinister, malicious. What's another word? Political. Нет.
No, we get it. I guess the best thing you can do is track the footprints.
So the footprints lead out towards one end of the park, kind of swings open into the little kind of gravel parking lot. And with the gate open, it's not going to close for a little bit longer. Some guy is just going to kind of come around with a chain and just kind of like lock it up. But you don't think that people give too much of a shit about that. Going through, you see that there are only 2 cars here. Jeez. One is a minivan, and the other one is a sports car.
Hey man, besides like a dog walk, you see like a runner come through?
Yeah,
here
there's
recently?
a like one guy like getting into the minivan, like he's about ready to go home.
I was thinking about the dude locking up the park.
Oh, okay,
Is
yeah. That guy's probably gonna come around in like 2 minutes, so you can probably see him in the distance, flag him down.
I'll just like, you guys continue on the trail or whatever. I'll talk to this dude. If you want to talk to this dude too, it's up to you. I really don't care. You might have better questions than me. I don't know.
I'll just kind of nod and keep following the trail.
I'll go trail. English, not my best language.
Eye patch. You want to come with me or?
Sure.
Alright. For SNES and Hayden, you guys walk up to this guy. He's got like a chain, a little bit of a lock on top of it. And he's just kind of going about his business and sees you flagging him down. Yeah, how can I help you?
Yeah. Did you see like a runner? I can't tell if they're male or female. Entered the park recently with a sports water bottle and leave with another person.
Let me think. Okay, do you have the water bottle? You do.
I'll show it to him.
Okay. I thought Vlad would. What about it?
Yeah, that one's kind of generic. I know maybe 2 or 3 people that have similar bottles. Oh shit, I did see Jeanette. I think Jeanette was in here earlier. I'm not sure, not too confident, but I'd say that this probably belongs to her.
Not his sister.
And
Did you describe Jeanette person?
I didn't see her leave. What'd you say? Sorry.
Could you describe to us this Jeanette person?
Yeah, long brown hair, kind of flows down to like mid back. She's kind of pale, doesn't get out too often. But she likes jogging around nighttime. I guess she has like online classes or whatever, and like they finish around this time. She's sort of a night owl, but she tends to kind of have more of a pop punky sort of style. A lot of the kids around here do. Oh, and she's like 20. This guy's like in his 40s.
Can I describe the kind of goth people we saw leaving the park as we entered, and see if that rings a bell to him? Like people he may know.
Yeah, no, that's Danny, the one who with all the piercings is Danny. And the other one I think is Michaela. They're locals around here. They've talked to me a couple of times, but
Nothing more than just weird kids.
yeah, they're kids. Though I think the sheriff ended up having to bust them for breaking into the graveyard a couple weeks back.
Yeah, kids are weird.
So did you
Yeah,
what was the name of the
goths.
first person?
Jeanette was the person who had the water bottle. Danny's the one with the piercings, and then Michaela is the kind of submissive one of the 2 goths. The one that was kind of walking behind.
I mean,
The submissive one.
It's the best way to describe it, I guess.
Shy,
I hate the internet.
whatever.
I hate the internet so much. Even though I'm on it all day.
Hey, Bobby.
Oh, God.
I'll take the image
I
for that.
can't write all these notes. Help me.
Alright, thanks, mister. I guess you can finish closing up. I won't bother you no more.
Sure thing. And he just kind of goes over to the gate, just chains the gate together and locks up. Have a nice night.
Yeah, you too. Stay safe. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Currently just the 30th.
Alright.
As for the 2 on the trail, sorry. You 2 kind of make it out to the parking lot, and the disturbed gravel kind of ends towards just one area where a car would have been, but that's it. It goes dry there.
dead end.
About this time, you two would be coming back. You can kind of see him in the distance, just kind of chatting.
You guys find anything, or just no?
It stops at the car. Well, where a car would be. It is left.
Alright, well, we know the person who owns the water bottle name's Jeanette. Janine, I think.
Jeanette.
Does Jeanette have a sister?
Therese.
Okay,
They're
so the
twins,
names
you
were
know.
Jeanette, Danny, and
Yeah.
who?
Jeanette was the one with the bottle. Danny was the one with the piercings, and then Michaela is the one who's kind of lacking behind Danny.
Michaela's the one with the face.
Yeah.
Hey, puppy.
Kind of an innocent look.
Nothing too much. I probably could have asked where Jeanette lived, but I think he said it was brown hair, mid-length, little pale, night owl. That's all we got. The two goth kids that we saw earlier. Nothing too much on them. They got busted for, at least one of them, they got busted for breaking into the graveyard.
Speaking of, should we take precautions because we are trying to solve crime in graveyard? We should make sure we have authorization in it, or
Yeah, it's probably best to get permission from the church to let us in.
As an aside, by this point, it is now close to 11 o'clock at night.
Alright. I guess no other place but the graveyard, unless someone else got any grand ideas.
yet.
Graveyard it is.
Eye patch.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Alright.
Trying to switch up the music. No. Fuck. Alright, whatever, it's fine.
For a second there, it sounded like Splatoon music.
It's the Zero Escape soundtrack for that one. Eventually, you guys make it over towards the church. You see that there's a priest currently inside, lighting candles, it seems.
Assuming this is either Catholic or Baptist, not East Orthodox.
Yeah, it's probably Christian Catholic denomination, given the location. You can also see that there's like Christ the King Church or whatever.
Hmm.
The priest on the inside is, like I said, lighting his candles, but he doesn't pay any attention to the people outside. Kind of going about his business.
The man is diligent. Should we speak to him? He may be in the middle of ritual, and I would not like to interrupt that.
I don't really know the basics of religion, so I don't know if it's fine to talk to him or not.
I am familiar with Eastern Orthodoxy, not Western religions.
I mean, is it pretty much the same thing, or
There are differences. There are differences.
My character's Christian. Would he know anything about this type of?
There's no such ritual going on. He's
Yeah, 'cause
lighting
I'm
candles.
just like, what?
He's doing possibly a vigil for himself, but he wouldn't give a shit if somebody entered. He'd probably welcome you.
I mean, like at this point, my character, he's just lighting candles. So,
I mean, technically a fighting game character, he'd be fighting for your soul.
I don't know. I just thought of him in like Blaze Blue or.
Also, there is a fighting game full of religious figures.
I know. But I'm
If
just
I
thinking, like,
remember correctly, Jesus is just ridiculously overpowered in that game too.
Yeah,
I know he's a grappler character.
jeez.
Also, I think Buddha is like their version of Potemkin.
Perfect.
Holy Buddha Buster. I know like 3 Guilty Gear things. That is one of them.
What are the other two?
The one anime girl who likes hamburger, and
Yeah.
Jacko.
Fair enough.
See, I'm just imagining Jesus. In
Oh, so you know the ones with all the porn. Okay.
Guilty Gear art style, voiced by Matt Mercer, the best Jesus.
Okay, there's Potemkin porn?
Yes.
I would imagine so.
Why would there not be?
Yeah. He's
Rule
been around
34
for so
percent.
long, there's gotta be something out there.
Rule 34.
I mean, there's porn of the Mucinex Man.
I'm sure his penis is somewhere.
Don't ask me how I know there
Moving
is
on.
porn of the... Anyway,
Church
I'm a
man.
Gorilla fan.
Please move on.
Yeah, you guys can enter on in to the church. And seeing you, the priest kind of looks back behind him. Hello. Didn't expect anyone to be showing up.
Is he like the father or like?
Yeah, you would call him father. He's a
Yeah,
priest.
okay.
Dobry večer, otec.
I am so sorry I don't speak.
Good evening, Father, in Russian. I don't imagine anyone else here does either.
No.
I don't imagine the father does.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
he's
that
just
was
like-
that was the father. That he was like, I have no idea what he
anyway,
said, but hello.
Uh,
Good evening,
evening,
father. My apologies for bothering you at this time, but we have a few questions.
That is fine. Doesn't seem like anyone's showing up for confession tonight. And he kind of puts the candle down. What can I help you with?
I mean, I guess we might as well just tell him we're investigating literal fucking murders, right?
That's up to you.
I mean, are you guys okay with it?
Might as well.
Alright.
working with police on investigation. We have suspicion that we may need access to your graveyard. We were hoping you would allow us permission.
If you need to go in, you can absolutely do that. The back door here, and he kind of points back to just, an entrance. You can go through there to get to the graveyard.
Thank you.
Of course.
Quick question, Father.
Yes, anything.
I know you had a miscreant break into your graveyard not too long ago. Any reason, like any suspicion why he might, or what he did?
Danny is troubled, one might say. He's a bit of a, well, rebellious sort. And I think he mainly just wanted to try and get in trouble for the sake of getting in trouble. He used to be such a good kid. I don't know what happened.
Did he do any specific in the graveyard, or just broke in for the fact of breaking in?
It seems like he was just there. When the sheriff walked in, he was on his phone. Don't know doing what, but he seemed to be just sitting on a tree and watching the world go by, I suppose.
Alright.
Although, the next day, if I remember correctly, there was a grave that was defaced. Though, I don't think that he did. I think it was more than likely a coincidence. He was even given a slap on the wrist and just sent home anyway, so I have to assume the sheriff agreed.
Alright. Thank you.
Of course. And I'm always willing to help, and, well, tonight, and tomorrow night, of course, I am going to have my, candles lit for anyone who wants to stroll in, confess.
Right. Oh, fuck, Jesus. Right. Thank you for your time, then.
Of course. And if you're still in town, come the morning of the 1st, we will be having an All Saints' Day vigil. A small mass is a holy day of obligation, after all.
Right.
I'll see what I can do, but no promises.
I understand. It's fine. Just an offer.
Confession reserved for Catholic?
No,
Or-
well, I'll hear anyone's. I don't think of my faith as isolationist. After all, a lot of faiths out there worship the same God, and so long as they understand that it is to God the Father that they are confessing their sins, then I see no problem giving absolution to even a Protestant or a Wiccan, even. I know there are a couple around here, though I highly doubt that they'd come in for confession.
I have seen stranger things happen.
The graveyard.
That only has Eastern Orthodox. I know little of Western religion.
Perhaps you'd be willing to learn then someday.
Perhaps
Well-
another day, though.
Of course, I won't stop you from heading in. Take a look around. I don't think you'll find anything though. Although I'm unsure. But yeah, be my guest. And he
Then, yeah.
goes back, goes to sit by the front pew, like in front of the altar. He sits there in prayer.
Well, despite totally forgetting to ask about it, I'm gonna try to find the defaced tombstone. Despite it probably already being either washed off or maybe chiseled. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long, as it is on the standard path. And you do find that the tomb is of somebody who died in, I'd say probably about 1803, given the date that's on there. Though the 3 is a little weird. It could be an 8, but it's more than likely a 3. You also see that in this the like kind of chiseled in portions, there still remains a little bit of paint left on the inside. That's about it, though.
What else to know? Well, I got nothing. I don't know what else to look for.
I go ahead, sit in a comfortable spot, and just sort of pray on this. See if something doesn't get drummed up.
Yeah, assuming you're doing the same thing as before, there is not an evil presence within this graveyard. At least not currently. Again, you would need to have them be within the kind of perspective area. So even if they were using it as a hideout, you really wouldn't know. This would be something that would be sort of difficult to figure out unless you found, like, I don't know, a dug-up grave or something.
Honestly, the wording of it just indicates that I shouldn't be actively doing this, and also that it is entirely up to you whether or not. Because the only thing about whether or not it's revealed, storyteller reveals the presence of the vampire only when the faithful's attention would indicate such. So, like, if I just hop into prayer,
okay.
maybe something will show up.
Yeah, at the very least, right now, nothing. Again, if you found something or your attention was directed into that way, or if they were within the immediate area, then you would probably be able to identify with relative ease. But for right now, not anything coming to your attention. At this point, it is about 12:30.
I guess I'll wait.
Things to be
Hold up. Hold up. When is night the darkest?
When is night the darkest?
I know there's a time during night that it actually.
It's
I
like
compared to
right before dawn, like the first lights of dawn, because the moon
I
isn't
thought it was the
out.
coldest.
It's also the darkest because the moon isn't out and the sun isn't out.
Yeah.
It's
Damn,
just
I thought
starlight.
it was clever.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah,
The,
but I
the
don't
killer
think it
could just be
was
sitting
made-
on their ass until the very end. It's like, okay, shit. Gotta go.
I guess I'll ask 2 more questions to the father.
Yeah, sure.
This is the last bit that I got.
As you come back in, he's still within prayer.
Father,
Yes,
I guess 2 more questions.
of course. Anything.
What was the tombstone defaced? Like, what was on it? Was it just general graffiti, or did it say something?
I'm not too familiar with what's it called? Egyptian designs, but I believe it was called an ankh. That was drawn on the grave of
Okay.
Thomas Sawyer.
See here,
Yes, Tom Sawyer,
do I understand the implications of that?
You may have seen a couple of ankhs at scenes that you've cleared, although it's not super popular to just kind of see people like parading those around. So maybe you've cleared like 1 or 2 and you've seen ankhs like that. or onks in general.
Would I be a little more familiar with?
You're
Onks?
probably about the same. Again, it's not a super popular thing for vampires to just kind of be toting around onks.
And a
Real
woman,
into cape. Is
Jeanette, brown hair, mid back, goes on runs at night. Do you happen to know her? Did you come in at all?
She's not a member of the congregation, but I know that she's in town. She was away for college not too recently. Not too recently, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But she was away for college this past year. I didn't know she was back in town. I hadn't seen her, hadn't bumped into her.
Do you know the neighborhood she might live in? Kind of street, maybe?
She lived on Applewood Street. The Applewood Street's in the first neighborhood as you head into the residential district. I think it was. Oh, where did her parents sign those checks from? I think it was 32, maybe 132.
Tom Sawyer, does he have any significance to the town? Did he found it? Like, or is he just an old dude?
I heard before he didn't found this town, but his body was moved here to this town. Moved here maybe about 150 years ago. The original graveyard where he was buried, I think, had some sort of a flood, and the family didn't want the body potentially getting damaged. Something along those lines.
It's a little strange to worry about a damaged body when it's already buried.
I would agree, but I mean, I suppose they just were concerned. Maybe he was buried with something of importance, and it was more that than the body. I'm not too sure. We didn't have a secondary funeral or anything, and it was far beyond my time.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
I guess I head back to the graveyard. Alright guys, what have you got?
Great.
Alright.
So like, so
Break.
far we have what?
Nothing. Big joke.
Okay, so like, so far we have that like. Wait.
3 bodies. One is messier than the other. Seems perfectionism almost instantaneously could lead to killers. But for the killer here,
Alright.
sinister water bottle,
Well,
Egyptian symbolism.
so the
Lots of here and there, not a lot of direct line.
Tom Sawyer, the man's grave was defaced with an ankh. His grave was, his body and everything was moved here because of a flood. They didn't want the body to get damaged, which is not something you do. As for Jeanette, got an address. So if something going on with that bottle, like you say it is, it's gonna go down at that house. Off of Maple Street.
Damn you, character knowledge limitations.
Yes. Because I know out of games, like, yeah, I know exactly what that fucking means.
I can make a good theory about what's going on, but my character would not.
Yeah.
You can also use the police as a resource. They probably have a picture of what was drawn exactly and things along those lines as the processing, basically, part of it. You can also report that Jeanette might be missing. Things along those lines are all avenues you can go to, as well as popping over to Jeanette's house, seeing if she's in. But as of right now, it's kind of a scatter plot, not so much a line just yet.
I say the biggest lead we got is Jeanette.
Let's go speak to her then. If we can. Or knock on her dress, if not.
Alright. And so you all pop back into your cars and drive on down to 132 Applewood Lane Street, whatever. And you can knock on the door. You can ring the doorbell, not doorknob. Don't ring the doorknob.
I'll ring the
I mean, if you
doorknob
can do
if
it,
I
that's
want
cool,
it.
but
So yeah, you can. You're just able to be here right now. Everything is just dead. The lights are off inside the house. The entire street. Some of them have like Halloween decorations. This house does not. But it is like kind of dead, all things considered, because it's about 2 in the morning at this point.
Who wants to ring the doorknob?
I'll do it.
Are you going over? Ding dong.
Yes.
Nice doorknob, bestie.
Or they run. No.
God, I'm gonna be real. I'm having like a gigantic headache. I think I need to lay down.
If you need to bow out, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I hope you guys have fun.
No problem.
certainly try to for you.
Thank you. Good night.
We'll kill this bastard in your name.
See ya.
Yeah.
Thank you. Avenge me.
Avenge me!
For completely unrelated reasons, SNES's character burns into ash. Suddenly
my
and
God,
violently disintegrates.
Good lord! Oh, great heavens!
Oh, great heavens! I think that's normal.
Yeah. No, I just imagine
They'll leave.
Christian just looking at this and like, well, I've had enough. And just 180 leaves. Not even take a card, it just walks.
But SNES's character just kind of fucks off for the night. It's a bit too late for them. They're just like, alright, just sleep.
I want you to take a 5-hour energy. Maybe you'll listen to me next time, newbie.
So yeah, you rang this door. Now you got me doing it.
Right.
It's just we ring the doorknob. Just roll with it.
You ring the doorknob because it's one of those fancy new ones, and you don't get a response.
I ring it again.
All right, this time that you ring it, the lights come on, and you see like a shutter open, like in the second story, and they see that there's actual people down there, and they kind of hear from inside a little bit of like moving around until a man in his pajamas opens the door. He looks to be in maybe late 50s, early 60s. He's like, yes?
So sorry to wake you up this hour. Are you the father of one Jeanette?
Yeah, that's my daughter. Hi.
Has she come by recently, today?
Oh, well, usually I go to bed before she comes back home, but I could go and find out. A moment.
Yeah.
And he shuts the door. You spend maybe like 5 minutes out there. Another light comes on in the house. You hear conversation between this man and a woman that's probably about his age. And the man comes back down. Do you know where she is? She hasn't come home.
Lighting the bottle.
You were really quiet there, but
I'm first asking Vladimir Micah who has the bottle.
I just have the bottle handed to him. This, by the way, coming from like mid squat, I just stand up real quick and waffle.
Dear God.
Well, I'm standing around in a place for long enough. It's just more comfortable.
yes, this is hers.
We found her bottle. Is she often prone to losing her water bottles? Or she's had that one.
Never known her to.
Okay.
You don't think something's happened, do you? He looks scared.
Unfortunately, we're not ruling that one out.
I should call the police.
Before you do you have any? Does she have any spots besides running that like she likes to visit? That she likes to congregate to? Would she likes to hang out this time of night?
Not this late at night, no. She's usually in her room playing Star Drop. What is it called? Or some game of hers. She has things she does at night. Online job, I think.
See, now I don't want to say it now. She only plays Stardew Valley. Stardew? Mind. Didn't realize we're saving this type of money.
What's wrong with people who play Stardew Valley?
E-girls.
E-girl.
Many things.
She's not even an e-girl. That was just the first game that came
She
to mind.
thinks she's a gamer, but she's not a gamer.
Okay, I've played Stardew Valley. I don't anymore. I definitely could hop back into it. I haven't lost interest in it. Per se. Are you calling me an e-boy because I like to grow radishes in the virtual
Yes.
world?
Yes.
Okay, well, looks like I have to get cat ears headphones. I'll be right back.
I'll join you. I've
Growing-
also played Stardew.
Growing radishes in the metaverse.
The
That shall be my
ultimate
life in this
e-girl.
dystopian hellscape.
That would be so real. Like you're
Oh,
actually doing
God.
backbreaking work, but with no return.
Dear Lord.
I am a metaverse radish farmer. Why?
Uh,
Because I thought radishes would be neat.
Anyway, no, I don't even think her friends are still in town. They are probably still at college, if I had to imagine.
Has she been talking to someone? Has she been like saying she wants to see someone? You know, meeting up. Boys, girls, even.
No, she hasn't mentioned anyone like that, at least. I don't know. A girl doesn't tell her father many things, I suppose.
Alright, sorry to bother you this late of night.
No,
To give you this news.
Thank
We're
you.
just here investigating the murders.
Oh, God.
Wonderful
Sorry, I didn't
information to
imply
give this
that,
man.
Don't worry, we'll find her.
I'm going to call the police. And he somberly just kind of turns around and closes the door behind him.
Well, that took a while.
That is great information to give to this man. Hi, we're here investigating murders, and somehow your daughter has turned up in all of this.
That's terrifying.
Look, he really dropped off after his first forte.
Zam.
Now, we know your daughter probably isn't a murderer, so that really only implies one thing.
But also, you
We're
can't rule out
implying
your
your
daughter
daughter is
might
a
be the
sociopath.
murderer. And rule that one out.
Also, if you guys had insisted on inspecting her room, you would have found that not only does she have Stardew Valley currently open on her computer, but she also has OBS open and a mountain of games, including but not limited to Left 4 Dead 2, and just like in her Steam library.
JT.
It's just a shit ton of like really kind of like party games and shit.
Are you sure this
well as-
isn't your bedroom?
Sure, not assuredly not. Sure.
Are you self-inserting as an e-girl?
No.
I like to think that she did the Snoop Dogg thing where she just forgot, like she got mad, forgot, and just left the stream running. So it was just like 3 hours of just chair,
Please, sir.
which is a real thing Snoop Dogg did. Got mad and just went to go smoke blunts for a couple hours and forgot he was streaming.
But her room is so much more neater than mine.
Oh, smartphone.
She has a reputation to uphold.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
her
have
has
a
3
PhD.
viewers.
Yeah, me and my 3 viewers are surely in the e-girl stream. Not even a VTuber, shaking my fucking head.
Hell.
YouTube streamer.
Real
Hey,
lifer.
right now YouTube streaming is kind of the play.
It is, unfortunately.
He's a real lifer.
Because YouTube isn't completely riddled in its teen year crap. Anyway, speaking of biting the hand that feeds us,
But, yeah, right now it is about 2:30. I delivered this man the news that his daughter is probably fucking dead.
Oh, look, like I said, he hasn't gotten much better at this.
Damn.
And you all get a call. Specifically, Aiden, you get the call saying, "What happened?"
So, we found a water bottle belonging to a woman named Jeanette.
I heard that.
A guy with us said something sinister was happening with the bottle. Followed to her house. She wasn't there. Can't get anything else on her.
Well, we don't know that she's, dead or kidnapped yet. She might be off, I don't know, drinking. So we're gonna send a black and white to the parents' house and well, hope.
Yeah. Sorry.
Should be a little bit more tactful next time. That's all I ask.
Yeah, in like the middle of that, he hangs up.
Okay.
It's like,
alright.
Owned.
On the other side, it's just like, hello? Anyway.
One more liberal owned.
Look, my mind, that went swimmingly.
tactfulness from Roger Pearson?
Look, moving quick and doing cool things with his body was what he's doing. He was never a talker.
At this point, it is rather late, and you guys are kind of getting a little tired.
I go on my Frank and I pop another 5-hour energy. I didn't want to tonight. I just wanted one.
The Ring-a-Dink has many compartments for storing things. One of these many methods of storing includes a mini fridge full of monster energy. Bye-bye.
But it is, it's about 2:30, and you guys still have a place to move around.
Battery acid helps keep you sane.
That's Mountain Dew, not Monster.
Monster tastes very much like battery acid.
What the fuck do you know battery acid tastes like?
Don't ask the questions you don't want the answers to.
I was very curious in college.
You never drinking battery acid?
Okay, I'm gonna call the dude right back, essentially. I hung up on him, I'm calling him back.
Okay, call him back.
That's just what the media wants you to believe. Just like they want you to believe that you shouldn't give your batteries to the ocean as a treat.
Hey man, real quick,
Deals
do
with
you
whiskey.
have an address for one goth kid, goth man? Insert goth name.
Danny.
Danny.
Annie.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny lives about, like, 5 doors down.
My ass.
Danny DeVito.
Left or right of the house?
Left.
Alright. Thanks. And he hangs up.
What in God's name are you... He hung up on me again.
Bruh.
Look, man, I don't feel like getting chewed out.
Damn.
Well, I guess the only need we got is this Danny kid and this.
Right.
Look, I hate these
Well,
kids.
let's head to Danny's house.
Hey,
I hate these kids. It reminds me of him.
walk on down just a little bit. This house has lights on.
Wants to ring the doorknob.
I'll do it.
I should probably, being that I am not in full trench coat gas mask, I'll go ahead and knock.
So we got a doorknob ring and a door knock. Wonderful.
So you
Important.
knock on the door, ring the doorbell, whatever, and you hear like, and eventually somebody comes to the door.
Who's it?
Yeah, can I help you?
Good evening.
It's the kid from before.
I was like initially looking up at the door, expecting the parents to look down a bit. Good evening. You wanted to talk? I'm like looking at Roger
Yeah.
to see. You wanted to see?
Yeah, I assumed you know whatever.
I thought I did too.
Hey man, you mind telling me what happened over the graveyard and stuff like that? You know anything
Oh
about
my-
that? Look, man, you're not in trouble. I'm not asking what you did. I'm asking what you saw there.
Listen,
I
man,
can appreciate it.
by the way, he was speaking with an accent before. The second you said graveyard, it just drops. Like he's playing shit up. Listen, man, I didn't fucking see a goddamn thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
He kind of looks around. I ain't a cop. I ain't here to get you and any shit.
And I don't give a fuck. I didn't see anything.
Positive.
Yeah. Dude, if I saw something, I wouldn't have been in there. He's like checking his nails.
Looking at him, and since he's trying to be from the era that he was a teenager in, can I tell he's trying to hide something?
You can go ahead and roll a... What's the human insight equivalent? Is... I believe empathy? So go ahead and roll a... I'll say... Perception empathy?
Let's go.
Yeah.
3
That's
dice.
usually what I'd go for these.
1 success.
He is not exactly hiding something, but he isn't telling the full truth. Like, we saw something, it didn't mean anything to him, kind of a thing.
I kind of take a small whiff. Does he smell cigarettes?
Yeah, he does. Well,
Stinky.
it's not cigarettes per se. It's a different kind of puffy.
Look, man. I hate doing this. I really do.
If I get if you found like a cool rock or something and you don't want anyone else to know. Me and my friends back in our old neighborhood, we found an old Soviet landmine. We didn't tell anybody for 5 years, and then Berto got blown up by it.
He just
He's
looks
still
at you.
alive, but he's
I
missing
look
a
at
leg.
you as well. What?
He's still alive, but he's missing a leg.
Look, man. Whatever. I'm willing to get you some stuff. I know some guys. Where do you want a pack of cigarettes? You tell me something.
Dude, I don't smoke.
Bud, I did that shit when I was younger. I could smell it all over you.
Okay, maybe I bake, but I don't smoke.
It's
Like-
not vape.
Like cookies?
Brownies.
Alright.
So?
No.
Uh,
I mean, I can,
Yes,
I can, dude, brownies. Don't do brownies.
Why? Why not?
Dude, it's so easy to figure out.
is it?
Gotta be smart about this stuff.
I mean, who gives a fuck? It's like basically legal anyway.
Wait, what is wrong?
Yeah.
I thought it was just chocolate.
It's legal for adults. Want to hide it from your parents? Gotta be a little smarter than that.
Legally I am an adult. I don't know about you, but 18, you know?
Let's be 21, bud.
Fuck.
Why do you have to be 21 to ingest chocolate confection?
We'll talk about it later, bud. We'll talk about it when you're older. Wow.
When you become slightly less Slav.
Tip from you and me. Video. Do like. That's the best way to do it. I don't know. Fuck, how did I do it? I've always liked tacos. Mix it in with a little bit of. It mixes in real nice with the grease and stuff like that. Gets in the tea. Get all that. Brings it all up. Wash it away. Barely leaves a smell. And you can have tacos at the same time.
He kind of like thinks about it for a second. Alright, fine. Yeah, alright. I saw some guy painting a grave. Right? Some hunched over. God, how the fuck do I explain it to an old person? Do you watch anime?
I mean, I've watched. He kind of lists off. I'm drawing a blank on like some 80s and 90s anime.
Listen, you ever seen Berserk?
No, not again.
I mean, I've read the light novels.
Evangelion was.
Okay, long white hair, kind of, I don't know, thin frame.
Griffith?
Yeah, that, like, he looked like Griffith.
I just told you I read the light novels. I don't know what a light novel is.
It's fucking words, man. I don't read. I don't know if they kept everything consistent.
Better. But so long white hair, Griffith-like frame. Anything else?
They had a something with them on a bag. Like a scarab beetle thing.
Am I able to roll a cult on that?
Sure.
I have to remember. I have to see what a cult library gives me as well. I know it did something.
Oh,
God.
other than the beetle, I remember something else. He had a jacket on. It was like a black jacket, but it had like gold decal of a Queen Victoria's crown. Thought it was some stupid design. I don't know.
What's a Kings fan doing out here?
No fucking clue, man.
More of a Penguins fan myself, but whatever. All right. Thanks, good. And
Penguins.
I'm trying to hold it. Use CBD oil, not THC.
Thumbs up.
God, I just told to get high.
Well,
Huh?
CBD doesn't get you high.
It doesn't.
Oh, I forgot. I looked CBD, THC. I always get those two mixed up.
I just told the kid how to relax on an evening.
Hey, he doesn't know that. He's dumb. I like the thing. He's like, shit doesn't work. Fucking what?
It's just like,
It's like the
Okay,
time that
I
I got
think
sold oregano.
okay,
Man.
I think this is working. I think I'm feeling it.
Hey.
Oh, I'm just tired.
And placebo effect. He'll feel high. If he believes he's high, he'll be high.
Anyway. By now it's about like 3.
Okay. I'll make one more call. I called the dude one more time.
What in God's name is it this time?
Hey man, are there any Kings fans who likes to wear the jerseys around?
Kings
Town.
fans? God, no. You kidding? If you're caught with anything other than a fucking Flyers jersey, then you're gonna get beaten to death.
All right. Penguins are better. Anyways,
You have been marked for death.
I'm not from here. That's not gonna faze me at all.
You have alerted
I'm
the
a
board.
transfer, man. I don't know if you can tell by my accent, but I am not from Pennsylvania.
I don't know. That sounds like a thick Pennsylvanian
Look,
accent to me.
is there anyone in town that meets the description of long white hair, thin frame, backpack with a scarab on it?
Fucking. You mean Michaela? Were you asking me about her before? No, you weren't.
What the hell is Michaela?
I don't know. This girl Michaela. She's daughter of one of my officers here. She has a scarab beetle on her backpack. Best I can think of.
The one that was
I'm
following
trying to
around
find a
Danny
cult
before?
library.
Yeah.
A simp.
When Danny talked about the individual marking it like they were some kind of stranger.
Yes. And also, if you remember, well, I guess you wouldn't remember because I don't think I described her hair. She didn't have white hair.
Okay, granting bonuses to occult rolls. You can lower the difficulty of occult rolls. I think that's what occult library did.
I think so.
Intelligence corpse. It's 5. Hey yo. That is 4 successes on occult on either. Probably just a scare because you probably just think that this crown is a king's jersey.
Thinking about the scarab, it's possible that this could be some sort of like hot topic thing. But more than likely combine that with the Ankh symbol, and you kind of can piece together that there's some sort of Egyptian fuckery. Though the description that you were given of the person spray painting, and also the combination of the backpack, you can take a bet that it wasn't the same person that was following Danny around. Rather, it would probably end up being somebody maybe trying to frame her. But the occult nature of it is more kind of vague at best. It's just kind of like a design, it seems.
Could I check the occult nature of the crown? I think I've seen it once before.
Yeah, you could.
Would I roll for that?
I would say that would be an occult intelligence roll.
Okay.
One of the ironic thing, I think the one a kindred Roger went up against, I think was actually a little somber, and he said, "Fuck this, no."
If I remember correctly, they were a little somber, yeah. Either that or they were set. I don't remember.
Well, I know they had dominate because they took over Tyler's character.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh no. That was like at the bank, right?
Yeah, the bank.
That was the
mission.
Giovanni.
Okay.
3 successes, by the way.
3 successes. You've definitely seen it before in combination with one of the Ankhs. It seems that symbolism was very important to a vampire that you took down before. And it was that on top of an Ouroboros and a couple of other designs, so it didn't really have any particular meaning. But when you combine them, it kind of just spells out, yeah, this is definitely a vampire thing.
And the Ankh, was it of a particular shape?
You do not know what the Ankh looks like. You would have to go to the police to ask that.
I'm referring to the Ankh that I saw before.
Oh, the Ankh that you saw before would have been the Sabbat Ankh.
Upside down, full of spikes.
Yep. Sword of
More
Cain.
resembling a sword. Yep. I am the sword of Cain, and I fall where I please. Anyway.
But the one that was spray painted onto the grave, you don't know. You haven't seen that one. Though you know the Ankh combined with the crown. All that's missing from what you saw before was a book of N-O-D, or Don, I don't know. A book of Don.
Would I know a lot about the Ankhs? As in, like, the multiple different kinds of Ankhs meaning something?
You've seen 2 different Ankhs before, but you don't know any sort of meaning behind it. The one that was full of symbolism had the one that, the Sword of Cain, but the other one was a bit different. It looked a bit more pristine. It was the camera that you saw before.
Yeah. I'm going to go over to the police. I should probably check out what that Ankh painting was on the gravestone.
Yeah.
It may hold something useful. And
So
I'll
we're still on
go.
the phone. Hey man, where does Michaela live?
She lives, I believe she's in a dormitory right about now, but her parents are in the other neighborhood from where you guys are. Oh, sorry, that like hardly came through. Sorry, my bad. We're breaking up a little bit. she's in the other neighborhood from where Danny and Jeanette live. At I believe it's 307. Dark Ride. 307 Dark Ride sounds about right.
Okay. Thanks, man. I'll go. He hangs up. I'm gonna go check out this address. Vladimir, if you wanna, I guess you're headed to the police station to check that off.
Vadim, but yes.
Vadim. Borat.
Borat was my cousin.
You're Borat. Gas mask. I don't know your name, man.
Hey, Jen.
I look at the gas mask dude and assume like he's just hotboxing in there at this point.
You see a puff of smoke come out of the hole in the front.
He's hot. I don't know, maybe.
Straight, he's doing this job we talked about last night. If he can just get an item and see everything.
If you add enough hallucinogenics, you can replicate the effects of Auspex.
Problem is, you have to piece through it like amalgam has to do with information.
The problem is, it's Malkavian Auspex, not Toreador. Or Zumitzi. Though, I wouldn't want to be in the headspace of a Zumitzi, let's be honest with ourselves.
No one does.
True.
I just look like so. I'm going to head to an address, or you want to head Vadim, Borat to the police to look some other stuff, or questioning.
I'll follow you.
Alright, we'll keep in close contact with you in case anything comes up. I'm pretty... This one seems to be more plausible, in my opinion. Find out what you can about that Onk.
Duh.
I guess we go separate ways for now.
Yep. Going to the police station first. We'll talk about Vadim. You make your way over, and it is, pretty much what you saw before, although it's a lot less populated. Right now, there are only 2 people in, and one of them's the sheriff, and he is rubbing his temples. Jaden?
Can you guys not hear me?
There you go.
There we go. My next option was screaming.
I would have.
Hello. Is now bedtime?
No, I'm just tired. It's like 4 in the morning. I'm not used to staying up this late.
Oh, if you put enough caffeine and creatine in your system, you don't feel it. You just feel your heart humming like a bird.
I don't do caffeine. The fuck happened?
I don't think it's just... That's a great analogy. I just love that. It just makes you feel like the dude's just vibrating in place, essentially.
You know the symbol that was painted on the gravestone?
Yeah, why?
I would like to take a look at it for reference.
Sure, I guess. There you go. And he pulls open a file, pulls out just like a picture on the photo paper. Jesus Christ. That was printed out on photo paper and hands it off to you, and it is the one that you saw before, the Sabat one.
That is interesting.
I don't know, it's just some sort of design.
they be doing here? Thank you. This is more informational than you think. Would you like it back, or can I keep it?
Yeah, if you think you'll do better with it, then... I mean, it's not like we're prosecuting that case anyway.
He folds it in quarters and stuffs it in a random pocket. He knows which pocket, it just doesn't matter to him. And he'll drive back to find one of the others.
By the time that you would get back, it is starting to become light. Yeah. Hayden and HN, for you guys, you're heading towards the house then?
Yes.
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck are you doing?
I
Die. You go
I gotta go check that.
It was just my spear falling. Don't worry about it.
In a very short amount of time, I have heard multiple things crash.
I'm
I'm
you just
scared.
learned to accept it in this household.
Anyway, where the fuck was I? I don't remember. Yeah, you guys are at the house, and you kind of arrive. It's the same as the first house. All the lights are off in here.
Hey, but we're gonna tell you that your daughter might be dead. No. I ring the doorknob.
Okay. Doing so, one of the lights pops on, and somebody comes downstairs. Hello. From through the door. It's like open partially. It's got one of those like chain locks to it.
Have you heard about Jesus? No. Excuse me, ma'am. I just have a few questions about recent comings going around here.
What about?
How do I go about this?
You're not.
Your daughter, Michaela.
That's me.
Oh, you're Michaela. Alright, that actually shortened things up. I guess I'm just gonna come up on the... Do you have anyone that might want to frame you, that you two particular person don't get along with all too well?
Frame me? No.
Because I was told that Michaela's frame and the person I was described to, their frames don't match up.
Yeah, she's lithe, but she's not, I guess, Griffith-like, where it's that sort of, like, skinny fit, almost. She's just more lithe than anything. And female. That's the big thing.
Hey, Griffith was very feminine at some points. Because do you know anyone that has the same backpack as you with the same scarab?
Yeah, I lost my
Keychain.
backpack a couple of weeks ago. I don't really use it for anymore.
I mean, was it staying out of school, out of your house? Did you leave it somewhere?
Taken from my locker.
Okay, so and obviously we don't go to a very big school.
No, but it's like 20 minutes away.
Do you know anyone that may not particularly take a liking to you and won't go aggravated about it?
Say again. Sorry.
Basically, he's asking like, is there someone you have beef with, or someone has beef with you?
Not that I know.
Alright. Thank you for your time. In kind of a louder tone, Michaela. Sorry to bother you. We'll be going.
Okay. She like closes the door. It was never fully open, but like just like fully.
Oh, I seem
And-
to have missed a lot.
The street name is literally called Darkness, right?
Yeah, it's like Dark Drive Street. But the houses are all lights out.
You living up to the name. Alright. The note said to meet them, place of darkness, find my name, and play their game. And we're on Dark Street, or what the fuck it is. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It might be too obvious. Hey, Michaela, you ever kill anyone?
You got a dead body in your house.
Yeah, the dead body's me. Oh, fuck.
Ow. I guess I'll call up the sheriff to see if Vadim's still there. Yeah, Vadim is not there, but he is on his way back. At this point, it is starting to get light out.
So, head home, recuperate, recover from sugar crash. Talk about details when we rest up.
Sounds like a plan to me.
You guys can. I'm gonna do one last look around, at least on this street. I ain't done yet. I got one more idea.
If you're not giving up, neither am I. I'm only partially sugar crash.
I mean, what's one more monster?
About another hour until I can finally sleep. I'd say this would take 30 minutes tops.
Alright. I guess we'll do our patrol when night is the darkest on Dark Street.
Alright, you kind of do your patrol, but nothing comes of it, unfortunately. And eventually it becomes too late for any vampires to stay up, or I guess too early. As the sun fully peeks around some of the mountains, some of the treetops.
Well, I guess to save this murder mystery for another time.
Oh, in case I forget, there was an Ankh symbol, right at the graveyard. I took a look at it. It's the same one I saw that was with the crown. That crown that they said was on the jacket. So,
Not a Kings fan.
maybe. Just a different king. Probably more sinister. Like Vladimir Tepesh III.
The Impaler?
Yes. He's a lot more fondly remembered in Romania. He did say Valakians from the Ottomans, if, damning himself.
Sure, bud. If you want to look at it that way. Alright.
He attempted to.
But, you guys are free to take the morning to rest. If you would like.
I will.
Roger's gonna search around and see if they possibly missed a body or a new body popped up.
Not on Dark Street. Though,
Around town.
yeah, around town, like in the town itself, you would not find another body.
Of course, the audio has your mouth opening up for the microwave going off.
Yeah. But with that, eventually you guys would have to go to sleep. And
I'm
when
just-
you... Oh, go ahead.
I just check, my mundane life notifications of, as a brief glance, as I'm going to bed, this is my last activity, and then sleep.
Yeah. Nothing catches your eye.
Neat.
And you all hear it in the background now that you brought it up. But yeah, you all end up going to sleep, and when you wake up, it's probably about 6 o'clock, I'd say. Maybe or a little earlier, but
In the morning or afternoon?
in the afternoon.
Okay.
And when you do, Hayden, you see on your phone that there's a text message.
Alright, I look at it.
Yeah, it's the sheriff, and it says another body was found out in the woods. Jeanette.
He just, 'cause he's probably slept in his car, he just bangs his head against the horn. Just meep, meep, meep. Sorry about that. Alright. Any writing? Anything at all?
Come to the scene of the crime. We're still out there. Got a bunch of CSI units taking a peek, but we'll have our consultants, in quotes, take a look.
I'll just roll around, pick everyone up, and it's like we're taking my car.
Okay, so are we all aware of each other being hunters, or is it
Yeah, you'd probably be aware of each other, yeah.
At this point,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, that, for one, you were talking about, oh yeah, I can sense something evil is about to happen to the other guy's in a gas mask, and then Hayden's character's been leading the charge with the police this entire time.
Yeah.
So you can take a wild bet.
yeah?
But you guys do manage to get out into the woods, where you see Jeanette's body, with a note written in ink this time, kind of propped up against her as she sits back against a tree, body fully drained of all blood. And the CSI kind of hands you the note, and it reads, "You were foolish. Now I am dead. This is your fault. You hold my head. That game was meant for you and the killer. Why did you invite others, you cur? But this killer is not angry anymore, not after learning this lore. After all, the more the merrier. There simply is no barrier. So to all the players, good game. Come watch the killer slay and maim. Find the killer, stop them too. After all, I'll be rotting for you."
he never wore a wrong suit.
Well, the only place you rot. It's either jail or a graveyard. That or dealing with the wild one.
Death sentence for that lot. They wouldn't be caught dead in there. Well, in a literal sense.
Perhaps hiding in plain sight.
The sun is already probably setting, considering the time of year.
It's all riddles and in English.
I only have one idea.
It is the graveyard again, or the prison.
Remember old Tom Sawyer?
Yeah.
Well, let's hope the father doesn't mind a little bit of anthropology.
I think he would. But, let's ask anyway.
And he is hightailing it to the church.
As the time you
This-
make it, by the
He's
time you
trying
make
to,
it,
sorry, he's
Go ahead.
pretty much trying to beat the rays of light before anything else happens.
yeah, it's getting dark. You probably have about 30 minutes before darkness, before night fully takes effect, and you make your way over to the church. The same father is there, though he seems to be like having just woken up or something similar. Not so much just woken up, but probably woke up around like noon, all things considered. And he is burning the candles once more, walking around inside.
Excuse me, Father, do you have a tool shed?
Well, I think there might be a shed out in the graveyard, perhaps.
Thank you. I need to use the graveyard.
What-
He just walked back.
What do you need tools for?
Roger's not answering.
What do you need? What? He like stops for a moment. He's like, "Do I pursue?" And then he eventually comes back out. By the time that you make your way to the shed, I can assume you have a shovel in hand now.
Yeah, he's going to Tom Sawyer.
I do apologize for this, Father.
What? I don't think that this is entirely legal. I listen. I am all for helping as much as possible, but like I'm fairly certain.
Then I'll take the charge. And he chunks it into the ground.
We may need that confession in a minute.
Oh no.
Mike is just gonna kind of stare at the father. The dude's kind of dig.
Yes, as you both dig. Eventually you do get to the point where the coffin is buried. And at this point it is now night.
At this point, I am pulling out my cross.
What purpose is there for digging up a dead man? I don't understand.
He's gonna do like simple test. Because
Making
coffins
sure
are
he's
actually
still
quite weak. So if it breaks really easily, he knows it's a regular dead man's coffin. If it doesn't, it means something else. So what he's gonna do is see how much force it takes for a shovel to poke through the coffin.
Yeah, you put a little bit of force, and then it bursts through.
He's cursing. He's fucking just chucks the shovel.
Inside, the body is still there. However, it seems that something was removed from the body, as there are like portions where like a metal part of a necklace might have been that would like was ripped off of his body. So
We
it
have at
wasn't-
least discovered the grave robber.
At least it wasn't entirely fruitless.
I'm gonna place the cross on the corpse. Does it burn?
No. It's like a skeleton. It's fully decayed.
Still
Look,
double
man,
checking. I don't know what
we
old
don't know
vampires
this.
look like.
I don't know how vampires wake up.
Oh, Father in heaven.
I'll brush it off of corpse dust and tuck it back away. We found the grave robber.
Did you?
We can...
At least.
Yes, there seems to be something that was supposed to be there, and now there isn't. Apart from the dirt that we uncovered and the lid.
Oh dear.
Something metal. Precious, probably.
I can
Or symbolic.
tell the sheriff, but I don't see what this has to do with any of the murders. This is a mess. And he walks back inside.
He just kind of slumps down. Well, I'm fresh out of ideas. I got nothing. Unless you want to go start poking around the woods or something.
Doesn't sound too bad to me.
It's pretty dangerous.
At this
Sounds
point,
worse.
you get a text message. It's once again from the sheriff. There's another goddamn body.
Already?
It has been 1 hour into the goddamn night, and there's another body.
Where? Maybe we can piece something together.
Out in the shipping, fuck. Out in the shopping district.
Okay, Okay. Alright guys, we gotta... Another body's just been found. Shopping district. Maybe we can cut him off between the church, restaurants, and the park. Maybe we can do something there. We gotta move quick.
You also get a picture of a bloody wall as a subtext to that text that reads, "Closer and closer you have come. I feel as though I should run, but that's no fun at all. You'll never see me not playing ball. By now you should have narrowed it down. Not a circle. Now a circle, not a whole town. I wait where all those who've died meet. Hasten your stride, pick up your feet. You have until the crack of dawn, for that is when I'd make my yawn. Hurry now before I flee, and these kills forever a mystery. Yours cruelly, your killer."
I hate this. What?
The man's using obfuscate. I should be able to see through it.
Yeah?
But do you even know obfuscate even exists?
I know that people think they're invisible, and then I look dead at them, and they get confused, and then I kill them.
The officer does say, this one's just cruel, though. This one's not right, comparatively.
I wait where all those who've died. Hasten your stride, pick up your feet.
Also, why did it go away?
That's a good question.
Here's all of them, by the way.
Oh my.
I walk in the
Stupid
building.
idea.
Is the father still in the building?
Yeah.
Okay. How to rule that one out, just in case.
Stupid idea.
And he was
to open
out
gate.
in the sun as well.
Look, man, he doesn't know the extent of kindred.
Sorry?
He's been in this game for 10 years and he still doesn't know.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we need to put together. Wait where all those who died meet. So, a lot of people meet at restaurants. A lot of people meet at parks. It's really either the last place we haven't checked at all is restaurant. That's literally the only place we haven't checked.
Hold on, I have a very stupid idea.
Let's just-
I
A
just
stupid
need a
idea
s-
is still an idea. What's the stupid idea?
I need a circle. I need.
Oh, I think I know what you're. Are you trying to like draw a circle, like pinpoint the?
Yeah, because he
Like
talked about a
triangle.
circle. Not triangulate, circulate the position.
How the fuck does that work?
I use a circle, not a triangle. Don't question my genius. And or stupidity, I'm not quite sure yet.
I'm gonna pretty much run back to my Wrangler. Whoever wants to come with, yeah, can come with.
I will also post the answer as well for when you guys decide what you do.
Fuck, this feels like now that I feel like we have one choice to fucking
Okay.
make before we fuck it up.
We have either the restaurants or the sheriff's office. We've been in the sheriff's office, so restaurants is the only option we have
That's
left.
it's the only place we have not even
fucking
touched.
restaurant.
I put all my money on blue. Let's go blue.
Go blue! I'm not from Michigan, but go blue.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. I'm actually gonna ask one of you guys to drive real quick because he's got to do something to that guitar case he's been carrying around.
Okay.
And whoever's driving, I say fuck the speed limit. Punch it.
Yep, nope, I hop into my rink-a-dink, and that rink-a-dink be rink-a-dinkin'.
Is it a sleeper?
I will now post the answer.
Uh-oh.
That's stupid.
Head to the restaurant.
That's really stupid.
I thought the church, like, it can't be that obvious.
That's stupid. That makes me violently angry because nothing at all has led up to that.
It's just outside the graveyard. That's where all those who have died meet. And also, it's literally in the X, so it's where all those who have died meet.
Go to the X. It all makes sense now.
X marks the spot, whatever. Jaden, your circle failed us.
But you go to the restaurant, nothing happens there, but you can make your way back to the church. I'm not going to punish you because you have all night to do this. Eventually, it would have dawned on you.
Yeah.
And all I'm doing is expediting the process by giving
Yeah.
you guys the answer. You would have come to that conclusion eventually.
Yeah.
So then let's get our fucking ass back to the church.
Yeah,
man.
room of the church.
Yeah, Mike, what you see be pulled out of the
And also, it is late, so I don't expect you guys to be on top of your game for riddle solving.
My brain is
I'm not good
fogged,
with riddles
bro.
anyway.
And also, I wrote these like in under an hour before knowing what the map was gonna look like. So, so that's it.
Hey,
It
they're
makes
pretty good.
it makes more sense without the map than with the map.
What the fuck, bro?
But you see a pretty solid, sizable lever action get pulled out of this thing. Underneath a an actual electric guitar for, to keep appearances like, oh, it's just guitar.
hit a sick riff while you walk away from an explosion.
Eventually, you guys make your way back to the church. The father is still within. But I'm going to assume you just kind of hang out the side of it.
Yes.
And right where that intersection meets, there is also I can actually show this to stream. Hold on. Big brain.
That would help. What?
If he's there,
You're just
fuck
having
the
a
car,
schizo
ram the
meltdown.
mic.
There you go.
Crack,
That is-
crack.
That's what the map looked like. There you go. There you go, chat.
Whoever's still here.
yeah.
Click.
6 people. Hey, who knows?
Hey yo.
At 2:30 in
But,
the morning.
yeah,
Oh my
right?
god.
Yeah, you guys kind of hang towards the side of the church, and there you see a storm cellar.
Well,
Better to do crack, but
As you
Let's
do,
go in.
as you crack open the storm cellar, you see it doesn't immediately descend. There's like a small little step that like you step over, and then you can go down. And on that step is a small card.
the card.
I will.
Load.
Yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste what's on the card into voiceless, and then I'll read it out. So it seems you've found me at last. Come on in, it'll be a blast. For those who see me, victory awaits, though your finances will not be the rates. A pinata of bloody farewell, that is where I will dwell. Your body's my prize as each of you dies, but one will stand, the winner of all of you. The prize, fame and immortality. You know what you must do. So come, claim your crown, while the others are sent down, down, down. Yours cruelly, your killer.
I'm not
So obviously
in the
we
mood
are not doing that.
yeah, I'm not really in the mood to kill all of you, and I don't want to become one of them.
A worthless prize for a worthless game. I have a new game. Can I see this individual?
There's no individual that you see. It's just the stairs descending down.
So
Let us avoid walking in hastily. I
How
know
many- how
little
many,
of
like-
English, but I also know what the explosion is. So
I got like 2 jerry cans full of gas. How much you got?
I have a cross.
I
And
was just figuring of just it's a storm cellar.
Hmm.
Smoke them out. Only one
I have
way out
lighter.
and one way in.
I brought the matches.
Because I think we're all in agreement. We're not going down there.
So then what's the plan?
flush him
Um,
out, kill him when he gets out.
Probably the best plan. See him
And how do we
freak.
flush him out?
You know, 2 jerry cans of gas I got. I think you can let's see.
Are
where
we,
this
are
is
we
going.
burning down this fucking church?
The storm cellar. Things
Uh.
made of stone, right? It's a modern storm, like it's made out of like wood,
concrete.
not wood. It's concrete. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Is the
Should
cell
be.
connected to the church?
It is.
So we're burning down the church.
Look, gas isn't gonna burn through concrete, and it's not gonna burn upwards. It's only gonna burn in. Gas actually burns pretty quickly. But hopefully it'll freak him out enough, or whatever the fuck he's got down there will burn away. Either way, I think it's a great idea.
We should probably only use one, just so we don't get rid of this church. I don't want my first interaction with the Catholic Church to be heresy? Heresy.
There you go.
We'll just call it a holy war. As he throws a jerry can down there. It's a metal one, sort of clings.
Yeah, clink.
Could you
Lines.
puncture it in any way, so that way gas leaks and we can actually...
Ah, you see, I have a gun with a modern laser, because I have a scope, laser, flashlight combo, and I just poke a hole in it with 4570.
You want to shoot? Go ahead and roll me a dexterity firearms check.
I have marksmanship. Yikes.
If you get a certain amount, it'll just explode. Otherwise, it'll just poke a hole through it.
Don't magic bolt again.
I don't plan to.
I want to light the fire.
I want you to light the fire too.
Fire.
Let me be a
Hopefully
pyromaniac.
5 isn't enough.
No.
I swear to God, 5's enough. I'm gonna shit
So
myself.
says it was 7. But you
Okay.
Okay, thank God I got 2 ones because I did end up getting a 7.
you
I would have cried.
you shot the jerry can, pokes a hole through, and HN, how are you gonna start this fire? How are you gonna light this building up?
With a match.
All right.
I'm gonna pull out of a pocket. Yeah.
And you chuck it down there, and the jerry can goes up into fire.
I'm just gonna revel in the fire because it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I just reload one more shot. It's like, all right. Yeah, there he comes out.
In like 2 seconds, the fire alarm starts going off, and the sprinkler system kicks in.
Kind of forgot about that, didn't we?
A shot.
Yeah, but
The priest also walks over and is like, "What the fuck are you all doing?"
I'll just give him another glare.
We have
I just give him a
flushing kill
thumbs up. Said, "Don't worry about it. We got it covered."
What? It is a killer!
which doesn't-
Just go down there and arrest them, or call the police.
He might have made explosion device.
What?
And we were.
We just threw gas down there? Hold up.
Yeah, as you say that, the gasoline did spread far enough. The fire catches onto the claymore, and then in just like 2 seconds after the sprinkler system went off, you just hear a of a secondary
Hey, no.
smaller explosive.
Huh. That actually worked.
Was
Good
it
job,
all
team.
of them though?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you've had the killer in your basement for a while.
What?
Good job staying alive.
He just looks crazy, just like what the fuck is going on? And he just digs in his pocket for his phone and just dials 911.
Fuck. All right. We gotta do this quick before the cops get here.
Yeah.
All right.
Quick.
I look at Vadim. Your cross is actually good for something, right?
It is not the cross itself, more so my faith in the Almighty. And the answer to that is yes.
All right. Good. We're gonna need it. He'll take the marksman scope off of the lever action, and he's gonna go down with his flashlight.
As you head down, you get a text from the sheriff one more time saying you've got 20 minutes.
He probably wouldn't even look at it. He's too busy focusing on not dying.
Fair enough.
Crossbeard. I have my very small handgun out. And I will slowly step down the stairs.
He'll
Every step, a cautious re-examination of everything around me.
Yeah, he'll slightly readjust, and you guys see on his hip is a fucking deagle.
Damn.
Way too much over penetration, but it's not the bullet itself or the gun itself. It's the bullets.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Good Shit.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make your way down into the storm cellar. In here, it looks just kind of like ruined now, kind of chapel almost. But you see that there's a small hole, kind of in the wall of it, that leads down in like a spiraling motion.
Have to crawl through it, walk through it, or fall through it?
It's a walk. It's a walk.
Flashlights, anyone?
I got mine. Fuck. I'm honestly putting more faith in your fate than my gun, honestly, at this point.
I just
light a match.
whip out a phone light
I'll use a match.
instead of gun. I now have phone and cross.
I like to keep a stash on me for emergencies.
I'll be right behind you, buddy. I feel like you're gonna do better. That's just not your will.
As you move down further and further into this lair, kind of spirals once around before what you see is not what you expect to see in rural Pennsylvania. You see bones on the walls. These are catacombs.
How long have these been here, I wonder?
Yeah, this takes a while for catacombs to become catacombs.
And as
What?
you
Dead people.
move forward, eventually it splits off into two paths, with the third kind of being blocked off with a bit of something wet on the ground.
I look at the ground. Is it water?
No, it's freshly spilled blood.
Ironic, that's better than what I was thinking, so augers!
I'll get it.
I'm
Yeah, were you
God,
thinking
dude.
it's the Sumitsu thing?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
please don't be Samitsi, please don't be Samitsi, please don't be Samitsi.
It's not.
Thank God.
I don't think HN has had to deal with Zamitzi bullshittery yet.
Nope.
Probably not. I don't think I have. And if I have, I'm too tired to remember.
Looks like I have to change that.
Oh no!
Hey, no, it's fine. We have Sumitsu in the party. It's okay.
It's bound to
Oh,
happen
yeah.
eventually. Otherwise, you're
true.
gonna
Yeah, the least Zamitzi I've seen.
True.
so far. You don't know what she's gonna do.
Like, even
So
a Colt
true.
Dunis does more Zamitzi bullshit than she has so far.
Oh.
Oh, no.
You have another problem to deal with.
I usually do.
So yeah, there's that path which kind of stops at the pool of blood on the dirt ground.
Which path looks the most promising?
Neither of them.
We're not splitting up.
Yeah, whatever we do, we stick as a group.
Who's watching back?
I guess it'll be Mike. Alright, just so we know, we're all still here. I put a hand on Vadim's shoulder. Mike, do the same to me.
Alright.
So we know who each other are. When this leaves, we know.
I feel like I'm back in kindergarten.
It'll keep you alive. At least it'll let us know when you die. Or one of us dies.
Two paths of equal opportunity present themselves, go left. And so I take the left path.
Solid strategy.
When in doubt, left it out.
You guys are going left.
Yes.
I'm trying to find the thing that I need.
slow and steady and
Very
cautiously
carefully.
analyzing everything. Oh, by the way, mental shenanigans don't affect true faith at 3rd level. Chemistry, demontation, dominate, obfuscate, if you were planning on using any of those.
Good to know.
Presence still works, but
Sussy.
Where the fuck are these things? Sure, that works. Alright, so you guys move down the left path. You keep kind of walking along before you realize that it is a dead end. As you see the wall.
Damn.
And as you go to turn back around, you hear something ahead. Rustling on the floor. 2 feet.
yep, I'm going to wield the cross, yell out, "Stay back!" And shine the light at whatever it
Ready to
is.
shoot.
As you shine the light, you see this thing.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but I don't want it to exist anymore.
Yeah, I know what that is.
I hate that. I fucking hate that.
Huh. I know what you did.
Am I able to roll a cult on this thing?
I'm so sorry. I got caught way off guard. I did not expect to see this. Hold on. There
What
you
are you? What the fuck is that?
It was an urban
What is this? What is
Zamitsi V5 ruling, it's just grounded to something, not necessarily dirt. So you could have a Bionicle collection be the thing you need to sleep next to. One of my favorite parts of V5.
Fucking house rule. They gotta put it in V20. Fuck it. Why not?
House rule.
House rule, it's just an object of your life that you are attached to.
I'm gonna sleep next to my Asuka body pillow.
Oh.
You couldn't pick a good waifu?
20 years, longer than both world wars.
I'm just a moldy piece of cheese.
Okay.
Got the cheese touch.
But am I able to roll a cult on this head thing before I blast it into oblivion?
No. it's going to attack before you have the chance.
Is it repelled by
it-
the cross?
It is repelled but not stopped, as it is not vampiric. It's vampiric in nature, but it's not a vampire. So I don't know how quite to roll
what the
that. So I'm just
fuck
going
is
to
this
say
thing?
it's hindered.
I mean... Okay. Because rolling...
I genuinely
Yeah.
don't know. I
rolling test of faith would be how many steps it's forced to take back and can go no further.
well then we'll do that.
And if I touch it, it would burn. An equal amount of successes. For egg. In that case, I'll go ahead and roll true faith.
Yep.
The more I look
Jaden,
at it,
I have a
the
great
worse it
idea.
gets.
Two
Hear me out on this
successes.
one.
It takes 2 steps back and can go no further.
Also for chat, because I don't think I ever described the monster. It's one of the bloodlines head crab things.
It's a
yes.
head, arms, nothing else. It looks angry.
Just
I need you to hear
horrible.
me out on this idea, okay?
What is your idea?
Cross spear. You have a big cross on the end of a stick.
Yeah, that'd work.
Reach of faith.
It's just going to hiss. And it can't move forward, but it doesn't know how to do anything else but move forward.
Cool.
I'll kill it.
Can I make the
Yeah, you can shoot. Or,
armless head with arms is just arms.
Yeah, you can blast it.
I'm going to step out of the way of that.
I'm firing
Make
over your
sure.
shoulder. You have to more worry about your hearing.
Plug an ear.
Especially in a fucking tunnel.
Yeah, you'll fucking kidding.
I can't plug both ears and still bear the cross, and right now that's the one thing keeping it at bay.
I want
Just
to light it
just
on
cover your ear.
fire.
With, you know, the barrel's next to.
Covering one ear with a finger, covering the other ear with my shoulder. Using the arm to bear out the cross. That's how I'm doing it.
That is 4 successes.
Yeah. Its head fucking pops like a watermelon.
Can't fly.
I pull out of my. I have a back like. I forgot the hearing protection.
Can I still hear at this moment?
It rings for a bit, but eventually it would go away. Like,
I feel like
it
Jaden's
sucks
this-
though.
I don't know. Jaden, what I just fired off was a 4570.
Ow!
4570 now. That's something.
It's a big boy gun. 4570 government.
That from the lever?
Yeah. To give you an example, remember, you know your 30-30?
Yeah.
You know that's kind of a big round.
Yeah, it's a hefty
It's
round.
bigger.
Yeah, I
slightly bigger.
figured. I'm checking it out. 38 special.
Big round.
But yeah,
22.
I just
LR.
I'll offer some hearing protection to everyone else. Like I was so sorry, I forgot about that.
Hey. I think they got that loud.
Yeah.
30-30 Winchester, 45-70 government.
Yeah.
Because the government hits hard.
Yeah, it's the only government round people actually like. All the other governments fucking suck.
So true.
Well, it's back when the government was actually remotely cool.
Yeah.
It never was, but you know, there was a point where it
Oh,
did cool
4570 is
things.
pretty cool, but we'll
They
move
had
on.
they had cool guns.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Now they don't even have that. It's just 9 mil.
Alright, but I guess we just continue on down the corridor.
Yep. So
Yep.
you walk back out, and again, there's the one that goes like a little stubby corner, basically, with a pool of blood. And then there's the other tunnel.
It's like we're going through that one.
Are you sure you would not like to investigate?
The pool of blood.
I'll go ahead and investigate it.
Go ahead and roll an investigation and perception, I would say.
I think
Ah,
no
man,
matter
good
what we
stuff.
do and how we turn, we just keep the same stack.
Yeah.
Arms on shoulders.
I see. I only have 3 dice to this, and none of them come from investigation.
You only did one success, so.
And 1 success is exactly that.
Awesome. The pool of blood should be absorbed by the dirt, but it isn't.
That's weird.
Do you have a non-important stick to poke this with?
I look at the wall. I'm just gonna pull a femur out from the wall.
Yeah.
I just hand him a bone.
It's not a load-bearing femur. You're cool.
Like, this'll do.
I just kind of look at it a little morbidly, just.
Look, man, we gotta do what we gotta do.
And
Poke
then
the floor.
I'm poking the blood pool with the femur
As you poke it down,
gingerly.
yeah, you hear and something presses down. And as that happens, the area in front of that pool of blood suddenly begins to shake and pull away like a door.
Okay, no, that is only supposed to be video game thing. No one actually makes that.
Yeah, there's a pressure plate below.
This feels like Tomb Raider.
Fucking Minecraft.
What? Minecraft?
And as they begin to kind of shake away, the dirt falls to the ground a little bit more. And a kind of sudden secondary pop goes off, and a shower of blood rains into the pool.
Shower stop anytime?
Oh yeah, it's like a pop, like a bubble pop, and then done.
They really do not know subtlety with these things.
When they're hiding this far, you might as well... Yeah, no, he's fucking dumb. I can't be there to defend him. Not that I would anyways.
I'll step over the blood pool
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
if I can.
Yeah, you can.
I will also do the same.
And then if I accidentally disconnect with this, I'm going to make sure my arm is out so that it continues to stay connected.
Yep, you're all good.
Just in case any of us elect to disappear.
And inside is this grand dirt palace. It looks to be decent interiors. Things that must have been taken from the surface. Good chairs. There's even tile flooring. And a piano, like a full-ass grand piano down here. And looking forward, you see that there is a bunch of CRT monitors that are monitoring different parts of the town. And a man sitting in front of it with white hair.
I'm going to approach Cross very much pointed directly at him.
So, you've all made it,
You will stay in that chair.
I am not moving, faithful one.
Good.
I came really close to doing something.
What in?
I almost said fantastic, then shot him. I'm really debating whether I should just say fantastic, then shoot.
I'm not even going to look back to the other two. Does anyone have questions they need answering?
HN is gone right now.
Okay, did he turn around? Like, does he have any posture? Or is he just sitting there?
He's non-threatening.
How is his hand positioned?
He's typing away at a keyboard, you can hear.
Is he looking towards us or
Towards the monitor.
I'm going to pull up my deagle. This is what he does with any vampire now.
Welcome back, HN.
Hey,
Hello.
you know how he has two hands?
Yeah?
I want to remove one at the wrist with the deagle.
Bruh.
You have to angle yourself properly, and doing so would break the chain. Because again, he is behind a like at a chair, typing away at a keyboard.
I'll tap Vladim's kind of right shoulder and hope
Let
that
us
he
not.
and just give me an angle.
Again, you two. Any questions that may need answering by this thing?
No, but I'm trying to get you to move.
No, I know that. I'm slowly moving towards an angle where you can...
Not particularly.
How uninspiring.
The moment I see his wrist.
Yeah, you can roll a dex firearms.
Wonderful. That was marksmanship.
Although, when you move away from the door, it begins to shuffle back.
Oh boy. This is great. Six, 7. Oh boy. This is great. So, as per usual, as his gun was, mine is 58 incendiary at 8 successes.
Yeah, you're gonna hit this guy. And it just shoots straight through his wrist, and breaks the keyboard. And the wrist is sort of just hanging on by flesh at this point.
Ow!
A shame, really.
Little payback I like to do with everyone.
And you watch as the sinew begins to stitch back together. Well, you all had my offer. So what'll it be?
If I'm not mistaken, I think I just answered it.
Oh, you did. But there are still 2 of you left.
I think I'll pass.
I mean, if you can grab hold of this cross, I'll consider it.
Is that an offer? A deal? A bet?
Find out.
Adam, what the fuck are you doing?
The vampire stands at his full height.
Do not look him in the eyes.
He's about 6 foot tall.
I, in turn, will glare directly through them.
What the fuck?
And he turns to face you. He's a rather pretty boy vampire. He's kind of got an Alucard thing going on. Though he is dressed in more modern looking clothing. And he is going to walk towards you.
Oh my.
Hand me the cross. And he outstretches his hand.
It's not going to leave my hand. I'm going to press it against his flesh and start burning him with it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does true faith work against another creature of true faith?
Huh.
That is a fantastic question that I do not have an answer to.
Because this creature, a La Sombra, has true faith.
Oh my.
Big question.
There have
How
been
does
like
a damned soul possess true faith?
there have been actual vampires in VTM lore with true faith. One of them was a fucking pope.
Bruh.
Or maybe not a pope. I think he was a cardinal.
Crimes
But
against
again,
nature.
Truth doesn't always mean Catholicism.
But when you're a pope, I mean.
You used to be faking it.
No, he had true faith. Like, it was a recorded thing. This guy had true faith.
In Catholicism?
They were
No,
literally
like-
nothing for.
Like a La Sombra just had true faith, and he was a cardinal, not a pope.
True faith doesn't conflict against each other, it doesn't seem. There isn't any rules for true faith going up against true faith. It doesn't seem to think that vampires could have it. It's just true faith against vampires.
Okay. In that case, it begins to sear his flesh, but not what you expect. Like, not to the level that you would expect, and he seems to just be taking it.
Can I at least roll damage?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Because this is all lag.
And he's just staring you in the face without any inclination.
Just insight. This hurts. This hurts. This fucking hurts. This hurts so goddamn much.
What did you do?
God, this is gonna look so cool, but it's so painful! Like...
The rat tattoo!
He takes 1 aggravated damage.
Yeah, he's gonna take that full aggravated damage, and he's just going to look at you. Hand it to me.
Oh no.
I have to ask. I pull it back towards me. I did say I'd only consider it, not that it was all truthful. What inspires such courage in the face of God for such a damned thing like yourself? I'm curious.
I understand my place in his plan. You see, God creates all things. That includes souls like I. You call it damned, I call it... Well, even a devil has its place.
Yeah, but not here. I shoot again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck you, Deagle time. Oh, fuck.
Whatever.
Owned.
Whatever, fucker. I'm gonna just shoot you.
That's 2 successes at point blank.
Yeah, he's gonna make a dodge attempt.
I know he's at a severe disadvantage at this.
Yes, he is. That's rough. He got 2 successes, and ties go to the attacker.
Alright, that is, this is a custom deagle with incendiary rounds, so I don't know how much damage you would argue that to be.
Incendiary, if it's just a standard incendiary round and not like a government-issued incendiary round, is just going to deal an additional aggravated damage.
Okay, so that's gonna be...
You need, like, white phosphorus or whatever.
Yeah. It needs to be capable of setting a person on fire first and foremost, and incendiary rounds don't do that. Not
He's working on
properly.
getting them. Look, those type of rounds are really hard to get. And
Oh, yeah.
he has some,
incredibly illegal.
He's really working hard in this context to get shit.
Incredibly illegal. Do not do that. We meet every
so
Thursday.
A normal... So that does 5 normal
Okay.
damage and I guess 1 ag.
Yeah.
So 5 lethal, 1 ag.
So he's going to soak. And he's going to only take 1 aggravated damage.
Wonderful.
He has 2 aggravated damage in his belt.
Yes, he does.
Hey, 2 ag is still 2 ag.
How very,
Yeah.
very saddening. I had expected a disciple. But it seems only...
Demons will have their dominion of Earth, but not yet. Tonight you are buried.
So are you. He's going to look towards Hayden. Drop your weapon.
You see, I'm looking at his dick.
It's not going to matter, unfortunately.
No, not again! Not again!
If I... Man,
No,
If-
this is the exact same thing happened last time he did this.
if I may, rules lawyer.
Yeah, sure you can.
I'll pull up a quick page here. I have studied Dominate like the back of my hand, and while he doesn't have my immunity to it, he does get the opportunity to look at his dick.
Yeah, I think he has a chance to like counter roll this, but I don't think he has
police
the.
Gladiator said not to look him in the eyes, and I haven't been.
I think what you would do is you would counter roll this. But you would have an
I'm checking the page
advantage.
exactly for disciplines.
Look, he doesn't need a little hole in his wrist.
Shoot yourself in the wrist. No! No!
Come
no! No!
Okay. Unless he has high level dominate, that won't work. That causes bodily harm to me.
Eye contact. Many myths and stories exist about a vampire's mythical ability, but kindred are not always thwarted. The need for eye contact stems from the aggressor's kindred need to see the
Hey, Mike, you got the flamethrower on you? You back in heat? Literally?
Well, the vampire needs to capture his target's attention.
I got a
target's
can and
eyes
some
may not be present
matches.
with power, although the arts of
I can make a
flamethrower
flamethrower.
Would you have hairspray?
They need only to find the soul of his victim laid bare. A target trying to avoid eye contact may make a willpower roll against a difficulty equal to the dominate user's manipulation plus intimidation, or other appropriate combinations for such other disciplines for specific situations at the storyteller's discretion. So, here, Roger can make a willpower roll.
Yeah.
Against manipulation, intimidation, or whatever seems appropriate for the dominate ability.
Okay.
Okay, so what am I... Okay, what dice pool am I rolling from?
Willpower. The difficulty is at manipulation, intimidation.
Dog, don't even roll. Dog.
Oh, wait! I got 2 8s out of 10!
Hey,
fuck you.
if you're happy.
Tens are considered an automatic success.
Hold on to that excitement that you have.
I got a 10.
Like think about that 10, right? Just think about it. Hold it in your heart.
Yes.
I got 4 10s.
The difficulty is literally just the numbers put together.
Then you would. Then 110 is not gonna surpass that. I thought I had to roll. I thought
I mean like
I got
manipulation plus intimidation. So if he had 5 manipulation and 3 intimidation, the difficulty for the dice roll would be 8. That's what it's ruling as.
Oh, the difficulty for the dice roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat. So what they're pulled together is my difficulty I have to beat.
Okay. Let me look at it again. I have it up there. But
the difficulty may be reduced for mitigating factors. -1 of the target obscuring his eyes slightly, such as closing her eyes, is wearing dark.
And it's -3 because he's like completely like looking away, like he's looking straight down.
Ultimately, however, it is up to the storyteller to establish whether eye contact is established in a particular case.
Which you've already established. So you're looking straight down, like at his dick.
Yeah.
So the difficulty is going to be, I'd say 6 then.
Oh, then I got 4 successes.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
4 successes. Then I would counter roll, right? For that? No?
I think I just have to fail.
Yeah. It's really just, does he fail? Against your big stat pool.
Because it's supposed to be like, you just have to have like an insanely high difficulty that's really hard for a normal person to beat.
Like, elders would have like a 12 difficulty, where even if they were completely looking down, they'd have to go up against,
like, I would have to roll 10s.
Yeah, you'd have to roll 10s.
And I don't roll wits and subterfuge? Nope, that's the wrong one. Manipulation leadership? The number of successes determines how well the suggestion takes hold in the victim's subconscious. Wait. Huh?
This is all confusing.
Yeah.
It is. I'll say you just succeed. It's fine.
All right. I'm just like,
Let me
nah.
tell you how many successes I got though. Because like, just letting you know, I got 4 10s, so I have a total of 9 successes.
Good lord.
All right. Once he says that and nothing happens, I just, as I'm looking at the deck, I was like, nah, I'm good. I shoot him in the heart.
We're as you say, nah, we're gonna be rolling initiative, but you probably will go first because at this point, I kind of come to expect that you have very high dexterity. Let's see. Where's my combat
Just
list?
straight dex roll, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna be straight.
Actually, no.
No.
That's a 0.
Oh no. Hey, at least
I
you
am
didn't botch.
last.
2 successes.
I got 2 7s and 2 1s.
At least you did not.
I even had
botch.
lightning reflexes that I probably could have added to this.
The bitch. Fortunately, not a botch.
Okay. So Hayden, you got 0, which
Zilch.
I received 2 dice cubes to
Oh
this.
yeah, I have to fucking roll, don't I?
Yep, you have to roll your
Yep.
dexterity.
Luckily,
My brain is like half shut down. I apologize.
That's fine. It's getting
It's-
late even for me.
Yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning. You gotta cut me some slack.
I figured we would have turned this into a
I got 3
two-shot.
successes.
I figured we'd power through to the end.
It's fine. We're coping.
I'm coping, seething, and sobbing.
Just chug a strawberry flavored Rockstar.
I don't drink energy drinks.
You're gonna.
That sounds like a threat.
If
Yes.
you're gonna survive the labor industry, you're gonna.
I'll just get a Starbucks Frappuccino like I'm gonna do tomorrow.
I mean, yeah,
Or
but
today.
Okay, the whipped strawberry Rockstar is the least energy drink tasting energy drink.
I see.
I drink it for road trips.
I like Megs.
I
Megs are
drink
really
it as a
good.
pick me up. Yeah, but they also taste like energy drink.
No, they don't.
I'm not saying that I've had a bang, they taste pretty close. Whipped strawberry is the least energy drink I've tasted because, well, there's like a
Would you-
cream in it or whatever. It's really good.
What'd you guys roll for your dexterity rolls?
3.
2.
Wow. Okay.
If only it's the way-
HN, could you do me a favor and roll that
Yeah.
again?
Okay.
And just tell me what you got out of that.
See, I love this music.
1. I got a
tired
10 and a
faster.
1. I'm sad.
All right. What'd you say, Hayden?
This music is really interesting. I'm just tired faster.
This music
I'm
is
not really
this
tired,
is
but-
the music I listen to go to sleep. I can't do this. I'm gonna die.
You're gaslighting me. You're not listening to heavy metal to go to sleep.
I absolutely fucking am.
All right. The vampire's gonna go first and spend blood point to create Arms of the Abyss.
Oh
As shadows
no!
extend
Getting flashbacks.
This
from
is seeming very familiar to my first time.
extend from each of your shadows, and that will end his turn because he can't do anything else. HN, you're up.
Hey, you still got that can of hairspray?
I do have that can of hairspray. Can I like pull it out?
Yeah.
Does that take a turn, or can I do more things?
Drawing and stowing does not take a turn. However, moving would, and you would have to move in order to not light everyone else on fire as you were in the way back.
We could take it.
So yes, I'll do that. I'll pull out my hairspray and my match, and I'll
Okay.
get ready to fume.
Yeah, you'll just move out of the way as your turn. Cool. Jaden.
I have one thing that works. I'm gonna keep doing it. I am slapping the power of Jesus on this man.
Okay. go ahead and roll to hit, I suppose. Though I wouldn't
yeah.
say it's I wouldn't say it's strength. I would say it's dexterity because you're more trying to actually touch him, not punch him. You know.
That and also melee weapons. Any weapon is a dex to hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I suppose that works.
Strength is for damage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. But in this case, it'd be true faith for damage. Anyway, dex melee?
Yep.
Okay. It's a good thing I spec'd into that, because I knew I was going to be slapping people with a cross. That's going to be 2 successes. Actually, I can burn willpower to gain more, if I remember correctly.
I thought it was only V5.
You can burn willpower in order to give you automatic successes. In V5, it was re-rolling your pool.
Up to 3 dice.
Yeah.
That weren't hungry.
Okay.
So I'll burn 1 to make it 3.
Okay. 3 successes for a dexterity attack, so he's going to attempt to dodge. And he's going to fail, so you can slap him. So
All right.
roll your true faith for damage.
Oh no. Damn you, 1. He's taking 1 ag.
All right.
Hey, 1 ag is still 1 ag.
True.
Could have been more. But hey, ag is ag.
Currently, he is injured.
And his dice pool is going down. But now we're going to start getting hit at some point.
Yeah. Fun thing about the arms. Hayden, you're up.
Once we start getting hit, we're going to drop like fucking flies.
I don't like him having a brain. I want it gone.
Try.
I know it's a cold shot. That's going to make it harder.
Yes, it is.
Luckily, I get marksmanship. Oh, let's fucking go, boys.
My 2-pip ability really isn't that helpful right now.
What's the difficulty for this?
Difficulty is 8, I think.
Let me double triple check.
Because you are in close quarters.
I know it's in the...
But you're using a long rifle. You're
Oh no, I'm using my deagle.
Oh, this is your
pistol.
deagle? Yeah, okay, then I think it's 8. I don't think it'd be 9.
Let me double triple check. Rudy, please tell me you sent me the called shots. You did. Did you send me through text? Rudy is my coworker who does VTM stuff. He sent me this once.
Yeah, just go with difficulty 8 for now. If it's wrong, then I suffer.
Alright.
Stuff, vampire, goth.
And that is 4 successes.
Work stuff.
4 successes? Alright, again, I'm gonna try to dodge that. I should not have had. 4 successes? 4 successes. Ties go to the attacker.
Alright, I guess he's probably gonna try to soak it.
Yes. It's 5 with the nag on top. Damn your ones. He's gonna be taking 2 damage from that. 1 ag, 1 non. Bashing.
1
lethal damage?
Lethal?
I
Yeah.
think it's lethal.
His guns are lethal.
Yeah, 1 ag, 1 lethal. Which puts him currently at mauled. He's mauling. However, at the top of his initiative order, every single one of those tentacles is attacking.
Okay. Question. Since I
have?
shot him in the head
6.
and it's 50 AE, how's his eyesight doing?
His eyesight does not matter, in fact.
Damn.
But also, you shot him in the head, but it probably just blew off his jaw, I'll say. There's like a hole through the back of his neck, though. Yeah,
I'm sure that looks pretty.
Each one of those is attacking, though. Ouch. Jesus.
But don't they only do bashing damage?
I believe so, yeah. Though it doesn't really matter against mortals. Arms of the Abyss.
I mean, we'll be incapacitated, but then we're completely at the mercy of this guy.
Exactly. No, it's lethal. Tentacles may constrict foes, inflicting strength +1 lethal damage per turn. Breaking the grasp of a tentacle requires the victim to win a restrained strength roll against the tentacle, difficulty 6 for each. However, tentacles cannot be used for any kind of manipulation, such as typing or driving.
Am I able to try to dodge?
Yes. You can attempt to dodge, though it is in your shadow, which makes it difficult. So each of you can go ahead and roll a dodge attempt against each of these while they attempt to constrict.
How do you do?
How many are
dodge
going for
roll
who?
Again?
2 for each, because he had 6 tentacles.
And HN, that's a dexterity athletics to dodge.
Indeed it is.
Thank you.
And it's... What's the difficulty going to be?
Difficulty, I'll say, is 7, because it's in your shadow.
Okay.
Alright, and I will
2
write
successes.
down... I will write down this
Alright.
for my sake.
First one, I got 0 successes because,
Oh, do you have to roll
unfortunately not a
all
botch.
3?
I
Roll 2?
Yeah, roll both of them, because it's 2 different attacks. One turn is just 1 attack with each of these tentacles, and since 2 per.
Okay, 1 success on the second one.
Jaden, and then HN. HN, you got 2
I got-
successes for the first one,
And I just got 4.
and then 4. Jaden, you got 0 and 1.
Yep.
Okay, and then Hayden, you got
I'm
1 and 2.
getting it.
Okay.
I got 7 and 5.
7 and 5.
Thank God for lightning reflexes.
And then I just got 1.
Hayden, 1 is a miss against you. Roll again. Both miss you, Hayden. Jaden. 1 hits you. 2 hits you.
Yeah, figured.
How many am I rolling again?
Nothing right now. You already
Okay.
rolled. HN, 1 hits you.
Damn.
Just 1. So
Cool.
it's 0 to 1. Okay, so now I roll strength plus damage, strength plus 1, lethal for each of you.
For each tentacle.
Each that hit.
So you said strength plus 1?
For me, yeah. You would be rolling a stamina roll to soak. I think you can. No, you can't soak lethal as immortal. Never mind.
Nope.
Okay.
So
You
you
don't
are
have
just,
aggravated damage, it's just lethal.
so you are just taking damage here. Okay, so Hayden, since none of them hit you, Jaden, this one's for you. The first one is going to be 4. Plus 1 is 5, I guess. Ouch. Okay. So you're going to be taking 6.
Woof.
Which I think puts you at crippled. Right? Not incapacitated? Well, I guess incapacitated in this case would be dead.
Yeah, it's crippled.
And then HN, you are going to be taking 4. Plus 1 is 5.
Oh.
And
So
that
I'm
one's-
mauled. Oh damn. I think we're all about to fucking get our shit pushed in. It'll be ruined, Joe.
Hayden's laughing right now. Anyway,
Like,
HN,
I've
you're up.
done this before, jackass, not again!
I'm gonna try to burn this motherfucker.
Go and roll a fucking, I have no idea what this is going to be. Dexterity and...
Fire.
Yeah, I guess. It's the only
I mean,
thing.
it is a firearm.
I
so-
suppose firearms would be the roll.
There's really not much.
And what's the difficulty?
6.
6, 1,
It is just a flamethrower.
Does he drop concentration? Please tell me this is a concentration spell.
It is actually not a concentration effect. I can be concentrating on
Damn
something
it!
else.
Well,
I got.
Dude,
3
obtenebration's
successes.
fucking great. How
I
many?
got-
Look, to do is just
Wait,
get
hold
fire
on.
this dude.
I gotta make sure I count right. Yeah, I got. Yeah, 3 because I got 3 10s, but also 2 1s.
3? You said?
Yes.
I got 4.
Oh fuck.
Jaden, you're up.
I'm gonna get my ass beat.
This isn't gonna do a lot. But I'm not dying a bitch, I'm swinging that cross at him.
Hitty.
Killers with the cross.
0 successes. I have 1 dice to this because of my -5 dice pool.
I hypothetically he could get a botch. We'll see. He doesn't, in fact, get a botch. Although he did roll a 1. Okay. Hayden, you're up.
All right.
Fucking drop him!
Please
I
kill
am
him.
currently mauled.
I gotta hope to God that this works.
You need
All
2
right.
successes, my guy.
Please kill.
That'll
Please.
send him into torpor.
Well, 2 damage.
Okay, that is.
Oh yeah, 2 damage.
Please. Please, I beg of you. I don't want
It's
to die.
guaranteed
already.
1 because of the egg.
Yep.
Okay. That's 4 successes.
Okay. I'm going to dodge. Or attempt,
Oh.
at least.
Fuck.
Okay. Hayden, I don't know what it is, but we seem to tie quite often.
Oh. All right. Well, he can soak as much as he can, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, he has -2 to his soak pool.
That is true.
God, the only time I miss celerity.
Hayden.
Yes.
He's only going to be taking 1 aggravated damage.
But that doesn't mean he's like crippled.
He is crippled, which means he has -5 to hit you guys again.
Which means, well, then again, for them, nothing's changed.
Wait.
They're right back at square one. Because they both get -5, so in reality, nothing's changed for the two of them.
And-
I guess I suppose I do have to roll it again. That's weird. Okay. Cool.
I'm literally dead.
Yeah.
The 1 point of damage will kill me. The +1 will kill me.
Oh, fuck.
Again, that is if he hits
You
you,
have a
because
chance.
he's
you have a chance
he's
to dodge.
crippled right now. He is crippled, so he has a -5, so you could survive this.
Yeah, it's a very tiny chance, but you might do it.
Look,
Okay,
you
again,
hold on to that fortitude virtue.
Everyone go through and do the thingies again. Do your dodges.
Stamina athletic.
1 success for the first one.
Okay.
Oh,
I
fuck.
botched the second one.
Eee. I don't know what that does in this context, but
I
That
rolled
means
a
I die.
4.
oh,
First one was 4.
4.
Yes. Hold on.
The first one I'm iffy on. The second one I'm pretty
And then
confident
2.
on.
2.
I got a 3 and a 6.
3's not so
I'm
good.
probably gonna
6 is
die.
good. We'll see. Again, he has at a -5 dice pool, so
That also means the strength.
I'm also fucking mauled, so like.
all right. Well, wait, hold on, HN. If you're mauled, how did you get 4 successes?
Oh wait, I just can't count. Okay, leave me alone. It'd be 2
You're-
and 0.
2 and 0. Okay.
Thank you. It's almost 4 in the morning. Leave
It's
me
okay.
alone.
Yeah, you're fine. It's all right. Hayden, I finally get to hit you.
Yay.
You're probably gonna kill me.
Well, again, it's at a -5 damage.
I'm not hitting the other one though. I'm not hitting the other one. Jaden. I missed the first one. Jesus Christ.
Owned.
I had to get one. How did I miss that? Although I am hitting the second one, you botched that, unfortunately.
I'm dead.
Yeah. HA.
Literally, the +1 will kill me.
Look, if I can kill him, I can probably get you guys to a hospital
Oh
fast
yeah, I
enough.
should probably
No.
roll it. Hold on, because the +1 could get removed from the ones that I potentially roll, right?
Potentially.
Okay. Well, we'll roll it. We'll do it. We'll see. That's an 8.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Hayden, I don't think you understand. This is lethal damage. I am dead.
Yeah.
Not dying, dead.
Look, the man really died of getting his wrist shot off. If he could do it, so can you.
Okay, HN, that's gonna hit you. And that's definitely gonna hit you.
I'm also dead, aren't
Just a question.
That's gonna be +1.
Would cripple dice pool also pool into his damage pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he only has 1 dice to roll.
Potentially. He does only have 1, but potentially.
So yes, he
uh,
has a guaranteed 1 damage.
Sure, and +1 as well. Okay,
Well, that's a guaranteed.
HN, you're taking 4 damage total. Totally.
I? Yes, I'm probably dead too. Yeah, crippled. Yeah, I'm fucked.
Dedge. Hayden. I didn't roll your damage. What am I doing?
We're all just dead.
That's a 10.
We ran into a hole and fucking died.
Bro, if I actually go down here, I'm
you're,
actually pissed.
you're taking 3. You're taking 3.
So that brings me to wounded.
I believe so. Were you hit at all? I don't think so.
No.
You're bruised, so you're at injured. Because you don't start off with any damage on your thing. Oh, wait, no, do you? Because you have permanent wound.
It depends how you want to deal with permanent wound. It's just more like it makes it hard to do like acrobatics and like hard
never mind.
lifting. That's
Okay.
how I was thinking about it.
Well, the flaw permanent wound
And
has like a ruling that says like, oh, you start off at bruise, like that in werewolf, but I don't know what it is in this.
I took it from VTM, and I'm ambidextrous, so I can at least just use my left hand. But I'm not sure about. I'm not sure you want to rule it.
I think it's like using both hands would be harder to do things. But if we're going off of the werewolf one, it is like you start at bruise. It's not gonna matter. Just put yourself at injured.
All right.
And you are the only one other than him in initiative right now. So it's a 1v1 at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's a brudge moment.
Just down and takes 1 hit.
He's dead if you hit, or not dead, but torpor if you get him 1 more. Which
And then
if
leave
you
him out
hit,
in the stun.
5.
we'll see. But yeah, I mean, he's at a
It's 5 minus. It's 5 against -5.
We'll see. We'll see. That's a 10. Okay. Well, you hit.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
So he
well,
is definitely going into torpor.
both of us are still dead though, so like.
Wait, he's hitting with the incendiary, right?
Yeah, but right now he has lethal damage, and that, unless it like stacks over top lethal damage, which I don't think it does, I think it just pushes it down. He's gonna go into torpor from the lethal damage, I think.
Okay. I mean, it's all superfluous at this point.
Yeah,
really, if he's
it doesn't
in
matter.
torpor,
He's
he can
gonna
just leave him out in
fucking throw him out in the sun anyway. But
Yeah, leave him out in the sunlight for good measure.
Yeah, he's gonna reload his deagle, shoot off his wrist as his memo. You know what? he's gonna take his stake, slam it into his keyboard, put the hand on it, and just drag all three out. It's pretty much his memo and warning to other vampires that I lived, bitch. Try me.
All right. As the vampire slumps over, he does get one last word in before falling into torpor, like before you finally hit him with that stake. He says, "You won't stop it." Boom, you hit him, and he goes down. He's in torpor. The floor is yours.
I'll whisper in his ear, not knowing if he can actually hear. I know what torpor is for vampires, right?
By now, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just whisper in his ear. I'll stop every last one of you. And that's a promise.
The whispers.
You couldn't take my hand, but I'll take yours. And yeah.
Managed to take your Gopnik. Or Gopnik.
Yeah. See, at least for you, I know in the end you're okay with the out. You're not really okay with the outcome, but you're at least proud of what you did, of what you were doing. I couldn't tell from Mike. As far as I know, he was just high the entire time. Because literally the only thing I'd seen him do was puff out some smoke and pull out a can of hairspray to match and light it.
So with that, he's in torpor. Do you want to do anything to him?
Well, first I'm gonna get the two of them outside. So he probably knows, but he's holding out hope for anything. He's gonna lean him up against the as he drags him out, just up against the storm cellar entrance, and he just kind of does the follow us on the Holy Ghost and does like a 2-second prayer, and he's gonna drive off into the woods with this kindred.
Okay.
And he's gonna go deep. He's going deep in these woods.
It's Pennsylvania. There's nothing but woods for miles.
It's miserable.
And he's gonna take out some rope that he has.
Alright.
And he's gonna hang him like a common criminal and wait for the sun to come out. And with a cup of joe, he's gonna sit there and watch.
Alright. You sit there and you watch as eventually the sun does peek up above the tree line.
He's just sitting there reading names of all the kindred he's gotten rid of. He's like, and yours gets added to number 15.
And eventually the body just goes up into flames as the sun crests over the treetop. And eventually nothing is left but the rope. And the corpse, I guess. Well, actually it wouldn't be a corpse because it's sunlight. So yeah, just straight up ash. Just ash and whatever clothing he had on him. And the rope.
He packs up and simply heads for home. He doesn't even check in with the sheriff.
I'm down from being alive.
Eventually the police do show up and they see both Vadim and Mike laying kind of propped up a little bit, and they go to check for pulses, and when they don't receive anything, call for an ambulance, or not an ambulance but a coroner. But as they kind of discuss what's going on, the sheriff takes his gun and fires twice into Mike's chest. And Mike is going to take the downfall for all the murders.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't how I was planning this going, but you know.
You're already dead, and they need they need someone to be the bad guy here. So
Might as well pick the scary man in the big trench coat.
yep.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pin murders on a very devout.
Yeah,
man.
devout Catholic, or not Catholic, but Christian.
Eastern
Yeah.
Orthodox.
East Orthodox Gopnik.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's strange and Russian, but we're past the Cold War at this point. We can't blame them out for everything, right?
And yeah, Vadim, I'm gonna roll something. I feel like it.
Your true faith will possibly save you.
Yeah.
Vadim.
Are you going to get a sudden breath because of your true faith? You have 3 points of the true faith, is that correct?
Correct.
If I roll 3 successes, you will come back to life.
I would love you just breathe in life, and the sheriff accidentally gets spooked and shoots you. Oh!
I thought that was my taser.
I'm going to just kind of show you the result of this, and you can see how much God has in store for you.
It's a fucking botch.
I lose my shit if it's a botch.
It's the God didn't like it that much.
Just all ones. Like, oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh my God, God loves you.
I guess we're not doing tens as splashes.
I did.
That's what they do. They explode. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, because you said you had 3 points. First 3
Yeah.
were the ones that I rolled.
At this point, you could just say you were faking being dead.
Played dead in order to survive.
I literally just.
Jesus Christ.
Bang.
And once again, Jaden gets another unkillable vampire slayer under his belt.
Once again, I die.
Oh, my lungs hurt.
Scratch the well, I mean, still send the coroner, but we also need an ambulance. And we'll end session there.
Once again, I'm dead. What else is new?
Hey, it's
Hey.
Hunter. If I didn't kill one person, I would have been disappointed in myself.
Might as well kill the one who's known for dying.
No, that's SNES.
No, Sness is the one known to avoid
That's that
death.
scrapes through everything. Seriously, how many different games has Kiko been in? How many of them have involved near-apocalyptic situations? How many of them where a kindred should die?
Well, I'm talking about in the one-shots.
Yeah, there have been several one-shots with Kiko.
But Call of Cthulhu, how many times has SNES died? I could have sworn it was more. Call of Cthulhu.
We've only done
There was
2.
Call of Cthulhu.
No, she survived the first one.
Yeah, the
She died the
water
second.
monster, the fantasy Call of Cthulhu, she died.
Yeah, well, everyone died.
Yeah, I mean, I could have sworn there was more. Didn't she die in a one shot? In a D&D one shot?
I think she did.
And I guess
I
at
don't
the end of
know.
the mini campaign, but if we're counting campaigns, then anyway,
Grudge.
either way, you guys did fucking well against that guy.
Did we? Was that well?
Only losing one guy is kind of fucking great. Like, for not
Technically,
our
we
last
lost
Hunter
2.
game,
Yeah.
we actually lost no one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
their last Hunter game, I didn't know how to run the system, so I didn't understand.
I still think the scariest one was not me losing my, or almost losing my wrist, nearly dying from that. It's the gorilla chasing us on car, reaching in for Sness's arm. We have about 2 seconds for her to say her prayers, and it's like, oh, it just takes a gun. My gun.
Okay, yep, we're all dying. Wait, no, why the gun?
In reality, Sness should have just been ripped out of that fucking car.
I'm gonna be genuine with you. I was content just letting that character die. He had like one note going about him. I was slowly trying to flesh out the character, but Gopnik Orthodox, not a lot you can work with that. And I tried so hard to not say CSGO.
CSGO. But yeah.
Because I was, before the handgun that got no use, by the way, before that was a Hyper Beast Karambit.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Roger,
technically...
another, combat, that's more.
Technically, guns still deal bashing damage to Kindred, but it seems we've been ruling it as lethal because it's cooler,
Yeah.
I guess.
And also, bashing lethal, it doesn't really matter. All things considered, you go into torpor anyway.
Well,
Unconscious, you're still at the mercy.
yeah, I mean that, but still, it is crucial for vampire games, but I've ruled lethal. Because bashing damage will just incapacitate you. You'll be up in an hour.
See, but the
You'll
thing
still
is,
look like a corpse, and they'll still have time to behead, but...
lethal to werewolves. These are werewolves. I feel like they should also be lethal to Kindred.
Well,
I thought guns were bashing against werewolves.
Oh, they're lethal.
they're lethal. It's just they have a really easy time soaking lethal and just healing it back instantly.
Yeah, werewolves just regenerate lethal anyway, so they just laugh at it.
Yeah,
like,
they soak it and then regenerate what's left. But it's because it's bullets going up against living flesh versus bullets going up against dead flesh. We tend to forget whenever we're role-playing vampires that they are dead, technically.
Yeah.
Like, this is a completely separate entity from the person that it was.
But also,
more so a flesh
you're
automata.
still making them lose substantial amounts.
Yeah. That's why I've ruled it as lethal, because...
And also, that was a big gun.
Yeah.
Look, he almost lost his wrist at 50 AE. Fuck you are losing your wrist at 50 AE.
It makes fortitude more impressive.
Yeah.
And also, you know, blowing a hole in dead and living flesh does the same exact thing. There is a fucking hole in that meat.
Indeed, there is.
If nothing else, it would technically deal more damage because there is nothing to try and preserve it. Although, then again, drunks have a higher chance of surviving a car wreck because they're limp, as opposed to stiffened up bracing for the impact.
Well, anyway, I'm going to end stream, so are you there, stream?